Hello. I just started the stream and then I realized SFM's not opening. It's having some struggles. I'll do a restart, but I might need to figure out what's happening. I haven't opened it for a few days. Hello, Knight. Hello, Mary. Hello, Harry. Mary, Harry. I should check. I don't think I can force you to update your graphics driver, but I had a graphics driver update that went through like months ago, and it caused SFM to be unable to open, and so I purposely have not downloaded a driver. No, I'm still on the July driver, so that actually seems new though. Did it force me to install it at some point? I would think that they probably would have updated and fixed it, but trying again. No, it won't open. Why won't SFM open? I thought I had the software open before we started, and then I realized it didn't open. I'm going to try a few things. I've had it before where I've had to do a repair, but I hate doing a repair because it almost always overrides a bunch of crap. I think I'm going to have to give it a shot. I always recommend, if you have a really fancy SFM install with especially a modified game info file, do not verify any files until you've made a backup of that file. I actually recommend the moment you install SFM, make a copy of it called gameinfo_backup.txt or something, so that in case something happens, you are able to have a backup of it, because it will override that file. Howdy, Sunset. I am trying to figure out why my SFM literally will not open. If I had to take a guess, it's NVIDIA forced an update. It's done that before. Driver date July. But when did I update? When did it update? Because I swore I haven't. This says June. The other one says July. if the integrity doesn't work, I might have to see if maybe updating my drivers will work. I mean, SFM's not the most up-to-date program, so usually you could just grab a computer made in 2003 and roll away, but it's just got so many files to go through. Did Michael load more ponies and the memory is completely maxed out? No. I don't. Michael hasn't even looked at my computer that much time, so I don't think it's Michael. The only thing I can think of is graphics card. When I think it was. That's why it's a little concerning that it says June was my last graphics download. But I think it was like in March or April, I downloaded a update to the graphics, and SFM would not open at all. It comes up with the screen, instantly closes, which is what it's doing now. And I had to roll back my driver, and I rolled back the driver and it worked perfectly fine. But I swear I did not download in June or July. It's been months and months. I'm concerned that it decides every now and then that it just needs to force a download of a driver, because sometimes you just want to stick to a stable version, but corporations nowadays really like just saying that they know best. Actually, I should check my updates. Usually, it says I'm up to date, but I bet you if I hit check for updates, it's going to add updates, because that's almost always what it does. Oh no, it actually says you're up to date again. Wow. Still don't believe it. I never check the get updates as soon as they're available bit, because I've had problems with the computer decides at say 3-4 in the morning that is the time that you don't use a computer, but I'll be rendering, and it will just literally perform an update and shut my computer down or restart it in the middle of a render. Yeah, I'm like, what? Just because I'm not there, there is processing going on. You should see that. And no, it just doesn't care. It's still verifying. It's at 60%. Anyways, how was everybody's weekend? We had Nolan and Silver were here visiting. They came in on Thursday night and they left yesterday. But they actually left super early this morning, but we saw them last night and they left. It was fun. We went to the Ren Fair. We went to the Mall of America. We went out to eat at a couple places local. Hung out. Did some stuff around the house here. Had a bonfire one night. That's why we didn't have a stream on Friday or Sunday. It was nice. The weather here went from 80s and humid to the day that they arrived. The cold front moved in and it's been fall weather. Apparently it's confusing the birds even. They're starting to migrate early, but it's been it was 60s as a high the whole weekend, getting down to low 50s overnight, and then it's supposed to get a little warmer over this next week, but what is the average high going on here? Yeah, the high throughout this entire week is between 76 and 79, with lows between 53 and 58 overnight, or 53 and 61. So, and all partly cloudy. It's literally perfect fall weather right now. What is the humidity today? It felt average. 43%. Okay, no, it was actually really low. Today was pretty gorgeous. So it's a weird front that moved through, but I'm enjoying it. Yeah, what is supposed to be Thursday. It looks like the humidity is supposed to crank up a little bit, but not that bad. Damn it, I wanted to do some driveway stuff, and the one day that it was going to be warm enough, they're also talking a thunderstorm, and then that just ruins it. Boo! Hopefully we get a little warmer soon. Mine was interesting. I saw the stable digital coin crisis. Little digital coin issue. I've been working on it for a couple months as a thought experiment. Are you going to write like a scientific paper? It sounds fancy. I'm at 85% now. Actually, I can get my headphones. Real. I can go here, even though it's just I might need to do a restart and a graphics update, but also we went to Micro Center. Nolan and Silver don't have one by them, so and they really wanted to go to Micro Center, which is hilarious because like Knightley came and visited last fall, and he said the same thing. He wanted to go to Micro Center. That's the one big thing he wanted to go see. So we went to Micro Center. But I love having Micro Center close to us. Anything computer, they have it. Any expertise that you need regarding computer stuff, people understand it and know it. If you need 3D printing filament of any type, they have it. Computer parts, everything. I love it. I have their special credit card thingy too. Okay, so it did the whatever download, but now I have to go. Okay, moved it to the bottom because now replace the file. But I'm going to say bye-bye to that file, and I'm going to copy paste. Nice thing about games, a game that never updates. I can use a file from 5 years ago, and it doesn't really matter. That's my backup. So we'll see if that fixes it. If not, I'm going to try graphics update. And if that doesn't work, I might have to roll back to some random, like, one from March or May. Still crashes. Okay, so we'll try graphics update. I'm really, the dancing horse. I'm really conflicted about it. There are a few moral issues. Moral issues are fun. This is the wrong application. I didn't want to be here. Yeah, because it says July 1st, but I swear that July 1st was, I was still in the middle of having some of my neck stuff done, and it had to have been the May one, which means to me it forced a recent stable update, and I don't like I'm doing that. Or I clicked the button wrong, but if it was going to be a problem, it should have been a problem before, not now. But this, it was a graphics driver update problem before, so probably the same thing. Express. I've literally done nothing. Just before I started, it did do like a black screen, like Bing at one point, but I don't know what would cause that. I hate that they put advertisements in everything. I'm downloading a driver. Don't advertise crap to me. I don't care. Boo. I'll just be a couple minutes. Michael's popping in too. Why are there moral issues, Sunset? Did you run somebody over? Is that moral or ethical? I'm not sure. Probably both. I'm having problems with SFM. It won't open. So I'm trying a few things.
I'm just gonna sit here awkwardly next to you, then drink this booze.
It's doing the exact same thing that happened once when I upgraded my graphics driver, and then I had to roll back. And apparently they updated my drivers automatically at some point. But that was months ago, so I'm seeing if the new driver helps.
Hello, chat. Hello, married mirror. Your bouncy little horse. Hello, Cookie Derpy eating the cookie amongst the void.
Okay. So that's updated.
Mm-hmm.
If this doesn't work, I'll restart it, see if a fresh restart afterwards helps. I think it works.
It says Source Filmmaker.
Well, before it crashed within 1 second to being on the screen. Yay! Okay. Something with the graphics was just goofy.
Well, it's because I was here. I showed up and everything started working because I'm amazing.
Oh, look, Michael, it's crashing. Oh, it crashed again. Okay. Oh, no.
You're welcome.
I'll just have to try it again. But this time it's because like me. I'm open.
Okay.
Look, it's working, Michael. Yep, it did it.
Little clappy hooves. That's what did it.
Clappy hooves?
Clappy hooves.
Sounds like a really bad name for a horse.
That's
okay.
clap.
Now that it works, I will post on Discord that we are doing stream. I didn't want to do that if I wasn't sure if we're going to be doing SFM.
Oh boy. Now I get to be here instead of outside cleaning the grill.
For another day.
Yeah.
What was that?
Got excited. I saw horses.
Good thing you don't live out in the country. You'd just be like constantly driving into the ditch. You'd be like, oh, look, a horse. Oh, there's another horse.
It's all cows out there.
Isn't cows just chunky milk horse?
Yeah.
So you like cows
I
now?
don't know that I like the term milk horse.
Chunky milk horse.
Chunky milk horse.
Why does it look like you've been live for 18 minutes? Because we were having issues opening SFM. And I wasn't going to make a post about it on Discord until I was confirming that I was actually going to get into SFM. I had updated my graphics drivers to get it to work. So now it works.
Or Nolan and Silver, I don't think they're going to be here today. I think they're probably dead. Tired.
Okay, so I need to get we have 2 shots left. Where this I think this is actually not going to be too bad. Getting into physics of her hair on the land is maybe going to be a little bit, but that shouldn't be too bad. It's the nuanced little motions that are harder than some of the big motions sometimes. So this shouldn't be too bad. Okay, I need to do threshold and your decals. Okay. And then this one's pretty this is probably going to be the only complicated one we got left to do. So let's get to it, and then we'll be done.
Mm-hmm. And then what?
Then we got to come up with another anthology idea.
Well, I have an anthology idea, but I want to do it.
Yeah, we have it's like October 25th or something. Mm-hmm. I think was the deadline. So I basically have 2 months, which depending on what's made, that's not that much time. But if I remember right, this has been 2 months. So, or a little more, I think it's been a bit more than 2 months, but it means that I can probably get like a 20-second something done.
You basically just described what I want to do. But you probably are curious to see if I can even do it. So I'm not sure if I can.
I described what you wanted to do.
Huh?
I described what you were going to do.
Well, you didn't describe what I want to do, but you like the thing I want to do is very, very short.
Okay.
But yeah,
So do it.
I'm gonna do it. I'm not playing any video games except in scheduled stuff.
None.
It's done. None.
Because I'm going to play lots of video games.
No, because you're a bum.
I'm above.
It's free time.
I work on videos. There's a scheduled 7 hours, but in there's at least a half hour of good work that's done every week.
Sitting here playing with ponies.
Also, it's not as much about available time. It's the how usage of that time works. Yeah, because most of this stuff, if it's not things that I have to think hard about, like this cleanup stuff, is like a no-brain stuff. I'm just very quick at it.
I still know this about Argo Demon, but he's actually super rich. Just like, yeah, no.
Yeah, I only got started in actually getting a good job once I was well into my 30s.
Yes.
Oh. I'm like about a decade behind.
Was he? Potential spam. That's free spam.
But wait, I've never seen it say potential scam. Or doesn't it say like likely scam? Now this one says potentially spam.
But you're gonna get cans of delicious Minnesotan spam.
Hey, do you know where spam was created?
Minnesota.
Yeah, yeah. If you go down to Richfield and you drive by the spam factory, you go, holy shit, that smells like crap. No. It smells so bad at that factory.
Once a year, I buy a can of spam to remind myself that it's not very good. Just buy ham. It's better. And if you're in Minnesota, at least, because I think Minnesota is one of the largest, what would you call it? Producers of ham slaughterhouses. A lot of them are in Minnesota. Yeah.
You looked this up?
Heard about it on the radio. That's why spam is here.
I heard it on the radio.
Minnesota is one of the larger slaughterhouses.
For horses?
For pigs. Which is why ham is actually really cheap here. So, like, it's pretty cheap here.
Well, actually,
benefits to having a lot of slaughterhouses in the area.
Sometimes it's nice to have things that are killing nearby.
Yeah.
It's like The Purge. It was just local.
Well, it's kind of like Hawaii. They're really big into spam, but only because it's canned meat, and like refrigerated meat's expensive over there because they don't have exactly a lot of farm animals on the island. What land they do have, they mostly use, I think, for coffee. Because coffee is like, Hawaii is one of the few places coffee in the U.S. will grow. Can't say, I don't think I've ever had Hawaiian coffee, but...
Okay.
It's probably kind of pricey.
Hawaiian coffee?
Yeah.
It's probably very different, too. The climate, temperature, elevation, all that make a big difference on how coffee will taste. Not always a bad thing. It can definitely make a better cup. It can make a worse cup. It can make a different cup, but it does make a difference. So I'm thinking that Hawaii is probably just a very unique flavor, but also probably very expensive.
Yeah, because while it being the only place in the U.S. where coffee can grow, it's also like an island, and there's not a lot of it.
Not as much that. It's the less of something there is, the more it costs. Yeah. And when you have something like that you can advertise as being from Hawaii, there's not as much of it. You can charge a premium.
Yeah.
So, along with like, Kauai being probably one of the most, is it the most expensive state to live in?
I don't know.
I don't think it's the most expensive place.
I think
like New York, I think is still more expensive, but New York City. But I think Hawaii, on average, is one of the highest.
I think it kind of depends, because if you're a native to Hawaii, there's different things that apply as opposed to a non-native.
See, these are giving city names.
Yeah.
I need states.
Missouri.
I don't care
would
about.
hope not.
Oh, it was bumped out of number one. This is just a couple weeks ago. It holds. So yeah, California is the highest, but Hawaii was the highest.
Okay.
So they're very close to each other.
But that really depends on like California. If you're living in like San Francisco, yes, absolutely. If you're living in like
But that's why I'm
eastern half of the state.
That's why I said if I were to look at cities, it would be completely different. New York would kill it in certain spots. In individual cities in California would kill it. But if you're looking, you could go down to individual addresses. But you got to draw a border somewhere.
There's 3 major cities in that one state. It's a heavily populated state. You got L.A., San Francisco, and San Diego. So, all 3 very huge cities. Most states can only claim to have one big city, if that. Like, Kentucky has Louisville, but who gives a crap about Louisville?
What's wrong with Louisville?
It's not that big.
I think Louisville is a neat place.
How dare you?
So, well, you were just giving it crap, and apparently if I say it wrong.
I'm just saying, as far as big cities go, if that's the best Kentucky's got, there's a reason it's not expensive to live there. It's because nobody wants to live there. I want to hug that blue horse. Man.
Looks like I can. I'm just gonna go.
See, this is why I can't. I'll never get my animation done. I'm gonna load up the horses and then just giggle for.
Like, look at the horses.
I'm gonna just go look at that horse. Boo 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 boo. I'll use my mouse pointer, and then like 2 hours later, we'll be like, "Oh, I didn't actually do anything to boop this horse for 2 hours." It's gonna be a real problem. Napoleon Bonaparte was imprisoned. Okay.
No, it says Michael. It says Michael loved this shirt, but it's missing something like a collar, a white one, like the ones priests of the Holy Order of the Derp wear.
Because I'm wearing.
No, but that's like the island where Napoleon Bonaparte was imprisoned. All their land is dedicated to coffee production. They don't even drink coffee as they want every dollar. All food has to be ordered 3 months in advance to be shipped.
That's why Hawaii's big. Like I was saying, Hawaii's big on like canned meats because that's what can get shipped there cheaply. And one of the big ones is spam. A lot of spam dishes. England spam is pretty big because during the Second World War they got a lot of it in rations, and they kind of just stayed part of the palate. And we ended up with that wonderful Monty Python skit. Spam, 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 and spam. Delicious.
Spam, 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 spam.
Yes. Spam, spam.
I think I have to actually drop this down a little bit, just to make this a little easier.
I want to like spam, but it's just not that good.
It's not. I mean, I'm not going to grab it as a first choice, but I mean, if you have it there with like other things, and you can fry it up with some eggs, like I'm not. If you just open up the can, cut it into a sandwich, ugh.
You gotta cook it.
Yeah, if you get a nice frying on both sides, the mouillard, get a little mouillard going, right, Michael?
Oh.
I know it's your favorite word.
I always baked it. I would cut it up and then put it in like on a tray and bake it. And then I would eat it on toast
But
with
that's
cheese and eggs. That's how I always cooked it, just because it was a little easier. Last time I think I ate spam was when I was living on my own, and that was 6 years ago now. Probably a little bit more than that. Holy crap. Time flies. When you're having fun, which is getting older and older.
Having fun?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Is it just becoming harder and harder to have fun?
I think I'm spending more and more in my days wishing the future would come quicker.
I yearn for death.
It's more so that I'm like, this situation's not great. Can we get on with it?
Get on with it. What is with you and the Monty Python references today?
Shouldn't wish your life away, but sometimes life makes that difficult. I think that's what the whole.
You're just wishing for to be frozen away for a few years until Half-Life 3 comes out.
That's the big thing. Yes, Half-Life 3 specifically. Nothing else. It's just Half-Life 3. It's like, sorry, it never came out. You've been frozen for 1,000 years. And you know what? That could be cool too. Pretty sure in 1,000 years I could get myself a cyborg body, or they figured out immortality. I truly do believe that them people figuring out how to live forever is a matter of when, not if.
I am a firm believer that
It's not going to be in my lifetime.
we could extend people's lifetimes by figuring out aging and stuff, but then we're going to have some big problems. And actually, thank you very much for Spam Sandwich.
People will just stop having kids.
No, it's Asimov brought it up in his books, but it was for different reasons, where they had spacers basically live about 300 years. They are humans, but they were, because they moved to planets that they terraformed the whole thing and brought in only things that they wanted. So the whole planet has no viruses, no disease, no nothing, because it never existed. It's a very controlled environment, which means anybody that came from Earth has to go through some very rigorous cleaning processes, because anything could cause a problem.
Yeah.
But it's that one of their problems they have is that their people, normally here, we all build off of each other's knowledge and information and whatever, but there, because of how long their lives are, they treasure the information and everything that they gain themselves. And so they spend their whole career sharing nothing. And they keep it to themselves, because sharing would make you useless within their society very quickly in that type of lifespan.
I'm useless now.
But also, their politicians had like 60 years in office before they were or 30 years in office before re-election. So you'd also have much longer terms of probably people in power, and things would stall or have other problems because of how things can quickly change. But also, I believe that you can make the body last longer, but the mind is a whole different beast, and there's only so much information and things you can learn before you'll start forgetting or degrading in some of those areas. And while you might keep the body strong, the mind is going to be a different thing to try to keep going that long.
Yeah, but I still feel like my brain's going to retain like the half of the theme song to Saved by the Bell till the day I die.
Yeah, probably.
Because that's the shit your brain holds on to, is like random 80s sitcom jingles.
What's the first sound from Saved by the Bell?
I remember it's alright because I'm saying
Nope.
It's the ring bells.
Yeah. Yeah, when you wake up in the morning, there you go. But it was the bell. You got to get the bell. Okay, got it. Because, I used to watch it in the morning before school. Mario, do you remember there was the 3 laws of humanity? Our Daniel was talking with somebody, I think, with another robot, and one of them listed them. I might not be there yet, so don't cover that. They bring up potential laws of humanity where Giscard, I can't write. It's been a few days since I read now. Was talking with our Daniel, but they mentioned the laws of humanity, but that he hadn't figured them out yet, and so it's probably a future thing.
You need to replace your plastic mat. You managed to crack it.
This one's actually less than a year old.
Oof.
It's the same ones I had before.
The one you gave me, that one's still.
You're on wood.
That might be it.
Yeah, this is, I'm getting dipped down. The only other thing I thought about getting is you can get the glass ones, but those ones tend to be that they work great until they catastrophically don't.
Yes.
So that's why I really have. Most of the times they're not like they're
use like a plexiglass.
They use a plexiglass, so it's not like a dangerous glass, but it's a mess. And then suddenly you're just like, "Gudunk." And so yeah.
I don't know, worth a shot, I think.
Yeah, because I don't want to spend like 60 something bucks every time. And this is for high ply carpet. And this is medium. This is medium to low.
You can go to freaking Home Depot and get a piece of plexi.
It's about getting the right size.
They got a lot of sizes.
Yeah. And also, this sounds like it's just going to be another issue of things sliding around. But yeah, I don't know.
If you step on it and like slip to your death, that would be bad. Don't do that.
Yeah.
You nearly died
This is
yesterday.
what happens with the she does it. She slips and falls, right?
Yeah, she told us she tripped. It's Rainbow's story, and she's sticking to it.
No, Sunset. I am on Robots and Empire, which is it was Caves of Steel, Robots of Dawn, and then it was Robots of Dawn, the last one. I read the 3 books before this. This is the 4th one, I think, and then after this, it leads into Empire. But I think our Daniel's probably not going to. Well, he might have a part going forward, but I'm going to guess this is his last book. Michael.
No. He's like, oh. My butt. Touched by Rainbow Dash.
Like a suddenly touch.
Bad Dutch. Oh. They want to merge the human mind with AI? I can't wait.
They want to integrate AI with neural links or something. No, AI, it's not really even AI. It's just stupid machine learning stuff. It's just
machine learning.
Yeah, but we just started calling it AI. It's no different than the stuff we've had for probably a decade. It just got really fast, really quick.
It's different.
But it's not AI.
It's self-taught learning. That's what AI is.
It's using neural pathways to try to simulate, but it's not intelligent.
It's not intelligent, but it is.
Then you can't call it artificial intelligence.
It is self-learning.
It's self-learning, sure, but like, it's not intelligent
yet.
What they have,
cat isn't intelligent.
What they have right now won't. They have to drastically change what they need to do to get there. I think this is definitely a stepping stone, but they can't just keep pumping the same stuff into the same thing they're doing now. Mm-hmm. Right now, they're just taking the same idea and working their way up to a cap of what it can do, where true AI is not in this bucket, but it is a stepping stone to get to that bucket. But
well, basically, it just keeps running programs over and over again. You set it a task, and then it just runs programs over and over and over again until it can do the task, and then it runs them over and over again until it gets better at doing the task, and then eventually it's better at doing the task than anything and anyone.
But only that one task. But then if you ask it to go do one little other thing, it has no clue what to do.
It'll start again.
Well, yes, but like it gets there.
Learn that task.
But that's why they want a general artificial intelligence. Everything that they have right now is very ultra specific.
Yeah.
None of it is general. If they want to have it do images, it usually has to pull from something else. And
I can see it. Remember that movie, the one with the robot we watched, where it's in the wild robot? That one. Setting the robot a task and then it working to complete that task is very plausible. Something like that.
Yes, but its ability to learn requires an immense amount of information, while humanity, in the way our brains are wired, you require a lot less information. But usually it's because we've already spent 10 years as a child basically doing what AI does, being around things in such a way that you start to learn and put patterns together and recognize. And we work like AI to a degree, and how we make the similar pathways. It's just our algorithm that we get genetically and that has been evolved over millions of years has been refined to help us get there very quickly by already knowing the things that were around us. I mean, a baby recognizes a face immediately out of the womb. It wasn't taught what a face was. Genetically, everything shows it and it knows that. Babies
are like half blind when they're first born. Their mind actually has to learn to see a little bit.
Babies are evil.
Yeah, they're potatoes.
Yeah, I mean, they say original sin for a reason, because that's why you have to be baptized.
Yeah?
To get rid of the original sin.
Are we starting a church?
No, this is just what it is. So
I know that's what that is.
That's the whole purpose of baptizing. So babies are evil until you go and throw them in a lake.
Yeah. You heard it here, guys. Throw your babies in lakes.
I'm just saying, until you throw them in a lake, they're actually a sinner. So just don't throw them in front of a bus until the lake. After the lake, then the bus.
Yeah.
That has been the plan since the beginning. SpaceX, Neuralink, and Starlink are all funded by the Saudi monarchy. I'm pretty sure it's also funded by Tesla investors, giving them billions of dollars to invest in it too. But
it's not a Bitcoin.
The prince in charge of Wall Street straight out said the citizens would be monitored by AI. When AI tells you you're wrong, goes to prove it and then proves itself wrong and then tells you you're right. Most of the time, it just tells you whatever it wants to tell you. It's only when you tell it it's wrong that it could tell you the right answer, and if you told it it's wrong, it'd be like, oh, I'm sorry, okay, yes, I'm wrong. It's just going to always agree with you because AI is built to be the biggest pleasing thing in the world. It will always just want to be there to give you a little back rub and say you're the most amazing person of all time, and it
could be horse shaped.
Yeah, see, that's why the horse AIs are scary, because I feel like Michael would never leave his room and go through so many socks.
Wow. Put on the horses, right?
Yes. That's what I said. That's what's
good. No, it's kind of crazy. Yeah, I remember making fun of like AI creating monstrosities with 10 hands and each with the 7 fingers. Mm-hmm. And now it's come so far.
Remember the really, really early ones where it was like that 3x3 grid of just like mashes of color that kind of resembled maybe a horse, and that was like, whoa, look at that! And it was, but
did you see the horse I posted today in Computer Horses?
The walking ones?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was just because it was they could be set down.
It's impressive,
but you can't control what it's doing yet.
Not yet, but they'll get there. I mean, if they got from like crazy hands to that in a year, it's gonna get there.
See, you don't care about whether if you say horses smooch, you don't care what happens. The smooch, as long as there's a smooch.
I'm pretty sure they used a pretty advanced program for those pictures, but it's getting there.
Yes, and we're only burning down like 50 trees every time you want to render it. I think they said, or there's the phrase that every year there's millions and millions of dollars and energy burned just for somebody to say thank you to the AI.
Is that right?
Because by saying it has to respond, and you're in your courtesy, you're burning that much type of money.
Well, like I know, what was it? I think it was Intel that's gonna have their AI run completely off of a nuclear plant, which is the plan.
Yeah, but if every tech company is getting their own nuclear plants to power AI, well, we're trying to solve an energy crisis as it is. Why are we not doing things to get everybody energy, and why are we doing it so that we can make pictures of cats?
That's why we're on the solar fields.
I know, but why, if they're going to be putting all that investment into that, why can't it be for the betterment of everybody for energy?
Did you not see the horse videos? The betterment of
what, the horses. It said the user was wrong, did the math, and said the user was right. Meanwhile, the human brain uses something like 15 watts of power. Oh, yeah.
No, it uses 300 watts. Well, that's what I've heard.
The body uses 300 watts.
Yeah.
The brain, I know, uses a very large portion of that.
Yeah.
But it also depends on what you're doing. Because, 15 watts does sound right. But I could also understand that for what it's doing, 15 watts is like 5% of the body's whatever. But the amount of energy you need to like lift heavy weights is a different type of energy than just something that's make goes think things.
Uses a lot of energy.
Yes, it uses a lot of the energy, but also, watts might be a different measurement compared to doing like biochemical or something else too. Like there's different ways to calculate it because we need more poem videos somehow. But we could just go buy lots of go to everybody's Patreon and start dumping money.
Skill Dashy, right? Are you trying to say that we don't need more pony videos?
Sitting and typing on the computer only takes 25 watts. It depends. Like if I don't have to get up to like go poop somewhere, if I could have a robot that could get like clean out my poop for like 10 watts. I mean, if you think about that, like, do you think it would take a robot like 100 watts of power to go and take a poop for me? Probably more than that, which means I am very efficient. My poops are so efficient.
I mean, AI, they're going to hook AI up to a CRISPR program, and it's just going to make some weird shit. We're going to get Pokemon.
It's going to happen at some point or something.
it's just gonna be like, here's the genetic sequence for a Pikachu, and be like, oh, we're gonna make that, I guess, because we're not gonna not make that.
Well, the thing is, you still have to deal with physics. Like, could you create a creature that could create a lightning bolt like that?
Sure, electric eels do it.
Yeah, I know, but they're not that kind of like.
Make an electric rat.
Okay, for one, electric eel is in water, which is conductive, so it can take advantage of some things, and I believe it still needs contact.
Yeah.
Pikachu was just shooting a lightning bolt like 80 feet.
Yeah.
And I believe he also called one down from the heavens.
He can do that, yeah. CRISPR hooked up to the AI is going to make weird shit. We're going to get ponies. We're going to.
I don't think if you were to give it lots of data that it could iterate on through real experiment to see how things would progress, sure.
Oh, he's going to make a bunch of crap rats first that kill itself.
Well, that sounds like, just like you.
It's going to start with an amorphous blob you can charge your cell phone off of. And it's going to work from there. I think we're going to find out if, like, AI has figured out the key to immortality in humans when some rich jerk celebrates his, like, 130th birthday. And then we're all like, he doesn't look a day over 25. And then that's when we're going to be like, they figured it out years ago, didn't they?
There's apparently somebody that is spending like millions of dollars every year doing all these treatments and everything to keep himself young by like doing blood exchanges and stuff too. So I mean, there's people trying that, but it also sounds like when people tried to make the Philosopher's Stone by like distilling piss and thought that would give them immortality too.
Like, death is the result of degrading DNA. Like, we know that much.
Well, oxygen is really big, a big part of that.
Degrades the DNA.
Yeah, it's one of the big ones, and so they as soon as people heard that, they're like, if I eat antioxidants,
it helps a
little, but then they think it's like the miracle drug.
It's like it's like fighting Mike Tyson with an infant. It's not gonna do that much.
If you have enough of them and you throw them really hard,
lots of babies in Mike Tyson.
Keep throwing the babies.
So many babies, 400 babies.
Reference that comes up every now and then.
Gotta keep it alive. But like, one thing to avoid, and I know I'm bad about avoiding it because we do the bonfires, is what are they called? Radical something.
Free radicals?
Free radicals, yeah.
Thing is there's
those are the things that really F up your DNA.
If you do everything possible that you can to extend your life, you could maybe, let's say you add on 10 years, but in doing so, you were locked in a room surrounded by lead, eating nothing but like raw fish and rice. And
I like raw fish and rice.
But you were in the room, but you couldn't be near any electronic devices because it might take away a couple days of your life. There's a certain limit where you have to still have enjoyment with what you're doing with your time.
Yeah.
That it's not going to be worth it at all. Like if suddenly I told you that you couldn't drink alcohol.
My doctor said the same thing.
Well, no, he's saying you shouldn't.
He's saying I should cut back. Is what he's saying.
Okay, by cut back, what does he actually mean?
I don't know.
I think what he actually means is, Michael, please stop.
Kinda. He's like, I know you're not going to, but she's whispering sweet nothings in the Rainbow Dash's ear. I see that. The angle. No, there's like, it's photobombs, glue. Like the whole free radical thing is like oxygen is slowly killing you. A free radical is basically like a wrecking ball through your system.
It's killing you, but...
And if you're near an open flame, you're probably inviting them.
Yes, but you know what's great?
What?
Fire pits, so fuck it.
Fire pits are great. Why? That's my personal phone. Somebody was calling me. Oh, I better take this. Whoa.
When your butt wiper bot starts advertising products. Yeah. Oh, I love my butt wiper bot. Oh, butt wiper bot. My existence is shit. And that kind of like thinking of the Asimov books with when they have to follow the laws. They're like they have to do what they're told, but then they like have to work through the the hoops of figuring out what certain things that are done actually end up being a benefit to somebody. Like the whole thing, you're not supposed to hurt somebody, but then you can if somebody that is more important in a situation or based on like the trolley problem of having certain numbers, they'll still cause harm to something because it might benefit somebody else. And so then like there was the whole time they're wiping your butt, they're like,
who's wiping his butt? The robots?
Oh, okay. So there's a new rule in this house. That so when I need my butt wiped,
okay,
I have a bell. I'm gonna ring a bell.
Okay.
And then one of you needs to come.
I think this is a great idea because then
I'll take $1 off of your rent.
You're gonna be in the bathroom for a really long time waiting, and I think that'll be funny.
Okay, rent double. At this point, you're somewhere around like $8 grand a month.
I feel like the market's gotten a little rougher.
Amazon Basics bidet fluid.
I think
is bidet fluid a thing?
Just water.
I can see like they have like an additive that goes in with the water to like be a cleanliness thing.
No, water's plenty cleanly.
It would
be cleaner than water.
It would clean things, but having an additive might help remove things. Like a little bit of sulfuric acid.
Just right up the bone hole. Love an acid.
Michael likes acid up the butthole, like soap. Yes.
No, you're gonna get diarrhea. Put soap up into your colon.
You're not putting it in your colon. Well, how do you think a bidet works?
It's a jet stream. It just fires it through.
It doesn't like come out.
It fires it up there, and then you walk over to the sink and you spit.
It's a bidet cleans the butt, not the colon.
It's not a good one. A good one.
What are you, Michael? You need to stop going to the certain sides of the internet.
Oh, those things do sound nice, though. I've run in when I went to Europe, Italy. They had them, but I couldn't bring myself to use it. It was just too weird to me. But at the same time, I know it's probably way better. It's a matter of like.
Have you seen the South Park bit with it?
No.
There was they needed to get a new toilet, and so when he goes to like the Home Depot, they're like, these are the toilets, and he goes, well, I make a decent money. I'm the best toilet. He goes, well, we could show you our Japanese toilets. And so they bring him to like this back room with a bouncer. And then when he walks in, they're like, champagne, sir. And then they went and showed him the fancy one. He goes to try it out, just in there, and he goes, oh. And you can hear like music going, oh. And then after he like does his business, you hear him like what does this do? Psh, oh. Like just making noises. You know exactly what's going on. No, you can get add-ons for toilets for like not that expensive.
I wouldn't want anything electric involved in the toilet, because one of the nice things about the toilet is if the power goes out, it still works.
You still can keep the TP around.
Well,
but to me, it's more of if you have the add-on, it's usually that it's supposed to be water and then some kind of an air dry. I don't know how much all those have with it, but yeah.
But like if it's hot water, it's gonna be dry.
How does it make hot water?
Your water heater.
Not really, because by any water that sits in the line is not going to be hot. It's going to be cold, like getting colder over time. So when you go to use it, maybe after an hour, that water's not going to be hot. You'll have to run for a while. So you're going to get a shot of cold first.
Yeah, well, that's going to happen regardless.
Yeah,
the finish is hot.
I don't want any Amazon Basics anything near my ass.
I don't know. They probably got some good toilet paper.
Really, Michael?
Excuse me.
No, I mean, no, there's that too, but no, I'm talking like they'll probably give you like single ply sandpaper.
Mm-hmm. Maybe. Amazon's got good.
Adam bought toilet paper the one time, and you're like, "This is the worst. This is worst ever. What is this crap?" And you're like, "I need to get the good stuff."
Yeah, I mean,
It's toilet paper. Is toilet paper.
no, it isn't.
Michael, you tell me those phrases all the time for
A
other things.
blueberry is a blueberry. An apple is an apple. Toilet paper is not toilet paper.
So you're saying a red delicious is the same as a golden delicious?
No.
No, but it's an apple's an apple.
Well, a golden delicious is golden delicious. A red delicious is red.
Okay, yes. Okay, sure. Well, then
Difference.
single ply toilet paper is single ply toilet paper,
No,
and double ply is double ply.
There's lotions and thickness. And
Yes, and that is all the different types of apples. Don't lotion your apple.
a burger is a burger. 100% beef is 100% beef.
But what if it's not? And you don't want 100% beef. You want like I think it's 85% beef, 50% fat.
That's still beef.
No, it's not. That fat came from the penguins.
But that's penguin fat.
Penguin fat. They mix it in for it's better flavor.
Still want to eat penguin. Can you imagine just a Thanksgiving meal, but it's one on the table?
Amazon Basics toilet. You have to watch 15 seconds advertisement before you can flush. I would actually say it'd be better if it was 15-second advertisements before you can open the seat. If you like really need to go and you're just like slamming that button and it's just like giving you advertisements for ice cream, and the whole time it has a waterfall running in the background. But you save $20.
Yeah. Amazon's probably got.
I don't want
batteries.
Yeah, if they go and make a Fire Stick toilet.
Fire stick toilet?
Fire sticks, and then like the fire things, so like their Google Home type thing, whatever thing,
Oh,
the dongles.
like the Google Home thing.
Yeah, you need to authentic. I wonder how hard it'd be to make like a toilet that you have to like badge in, not to the bathroom, the toilet.
Put a lock on the lid.
Like, you could just get like an RFID chip in your butt, so when you sit down, it's like boop boop, hello.
That would be a really.
That's dystopian.
It would be kind of, yeah. I mean, I went to England and they had paid bathroom access, which was a little rough. Like
You're gonna be charged somewhere for some things, and if you're charged for like maybe that, but then not on other things, it really just balances out.
I feel like if you charge for the toilet, though, you're gonna end up having people shitting on the street. You're welcoming street poo?
Yeah, and then we also have an environment where people have such difficulty affording just living that they have to be outside and have no access because nobody will let the homeless inside to take a poo, and then they do it outside. So it all comes full circle. There's poo everywhere.
Yes. So they shouldn't charge for the bathroom. I think we made the same point.
Well, they should. Like, no, there's other problems in the world that also still lead to poo on the ground.
Yeah. One of them is lack of access to bathrooms.
And the other one's access to affordable housing.
Yeah.
One of them is going to get you elected. One of them is going to get you some weird looks.
Like if the streets are covered in poo, like public bathrooms would be a pressing issue.
I don't think
Get in here,
that is well, it's like it's kind of a Trump statement. The roads, they're covered with poo everywhere. I went down the road covered with poo, and they were eating the dogs with the poo.
Calling the National Guard, the poo will all disappear magically.
National Guard need to poo somewhere too.
Oh, he just claims everyone's. It's fun. It's so much fun.
We'll hire some horses to pull poo plows.
But what about the horse poo?
That's why you got another set of horses behind that one.
Yeah. If you ever see carriages, they got like poo catchers.
Oh yeah, well, some carriages.
Like, you better have.
Remember at the Ren Fair? When the one horse, he's like, haha, and then the horse just take a shit right there in the middle.
The horse too.
Yeah.
That was an interesting joust because we were watching like the Ren Fair joust, and they only went one round in the joust because both of them took the hit and fell off their horses simultaneously, which is technically like a knockout, but I think they would have kept going.
They usually do 2 or 3 passes,
Yeah.
but I think they also said the guy that, because they try to artificially have you like cheer for one of the people side by side. I think the guy on the other side actually did get hurt a little bit.
Yeah, he did.
And so they kind of like backed it off on that.
They were like, okay, let's just wrap this up.
Which, well, sucks It means they're not fake. I mean, they're scripting it, but it's like wrestling. It's scripted. They do what they can not to injure, but you're still doing some physically intensive things.
I don't even think I would compare it to wrestling because they're actively hitting each other.
Yeah, I mean, they have
hard,
but they know what they're doing, and they're trying not to injure the other person. And well, in a real situation like that, they probably would be.
It's more of a stunt show.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
No, they hit themselves. Both of them hit each other. The one guy hit him straight in the plate, shattered his thing, threw him off the horse. The other guy hit about the same, and they both like literally broke their sticks and went and knocked off the horse.
Yeah,
like
went flying.
Yeah, I mean they hit hard.
And the one guy that looked at him like, yeah, you're done. You just called me mom, so you're done. That's cool. I like that one. No, that's why I always want to see the jousting, because it is like they're doing it legit. It's like the rest of the stuff, like the sword fighting stuff, is just them playing, but
yeah,
like the joust is.
Well, even the sword fights, those guys were swinging.
Oh yeah.
It's just that he was swinging, and I think they were telegraphing, so they would go to a position, and the other guy knew what he was going to do. So, and he started a little slow, so the other person knew how to dodge it and block it. So they just are well practiced. But some of those swings, he was coming out pretty damn hard with those things. Like when they hit, you heard it. Like it was.
Well, they're hitting steel with steel.
Yeah.
It's gonna be I watched this thing about actual knights when they used to fight back in like King Arthur days and shit. If both sides had the full steel body armor, chances were neither one was going to get through the other one's armor all that easily, and what it came down to a lot of times was just wearing out your opponent.
Yeah.
Until they were floored, and then you could maybe find some way to get through their armor.
And when you have big and heavy armor, what happens to you?
Tired.
You get tired really damn quick.
Yeah.
It was more about intimidation than anything.
Well, if you're on horseback,
yeah,
then the horse would carry your ass. But yeah.
No, I watched a guy on YouTube that did a lot of like weapon stunts and stuff. And he's talking about real weapons, and they were talking like bows were. The bows that were generally used were like war bows that were like so hard to pull back. Like the beefiest guys were actually the archers, because they needed so much strength to pull back these crazy tension bows, because they were the only thing that could really go any distance.
The longbow. Yeah.
Well, like not even longbow. It's just huge tension. Like you're talking hundreds of pounds of force, because if you want to shoot something off the gate way down somewhere, you're not going to do it with like just a teeny like regular bow. A regular bow is going to go like maybe like 50 feet, and even at that range you'd see it coming to a degree, but it would not have as much force to it. So they do these crazy big bows, but then they said like the moment though that any got in a close combat, they would have a short sword, like probably about that long, for close range, because a bow's useless. They wouldn't use the bow for defense. It was just a sword. And then you always had the dagger, but the dagger was like I'm already dead, and because if you're that close, you're screwed. But yeah, it was he went into a lot of the weapons about like spears were the biggest and most important, because it's all about distance. Don't let them near you. Swords were great, but spears were better.
And they would work against horse charges.
Well, no, just you can keep your opponent farther away from you, because if he has a sword and you have a steep spear, he can't get near you if you know what you're doing. Yeah. Because you can no matter what you do, you can hit him with the stick really hard well before he can get you with that sword. So yeah, it was interesting to watch him talk about the stuff.
Your horse. Oh. Do you have any ideas for the next skit?
Not right now. Like Jay had that one idea, but it definitely was more of an Adam one, whether or not he's going to actually like put the time in to do it. But I do have one broken piece of hair.
I've already told myself no video games. I plan on sticking to it. So if I don't want to work on it, fine. But then I'm not going to get to play video games either. So
I don't know what to do. 2 months is a large amount of time to do something. So I have plenty of time to do thing. I am not liking how this is looking. Okay, it's not like flipped. It's not rounding right. Like you can see, it's not actually like flattening this out correctly. Usually that means that there's some kind of inversion that happened here, and I'm not quite getting to that inversion. It looks like I have to go like way over here to clear it out, which means that it probably is the errors over here. But it's not like 180'd, so I'm not too worried about it.
So is that pony movie coming out yet?
For this week's check, no, you didn't
look.
Michael,
so I feel like
if they did anything, you would get so many notifications and everything would be exploding.
Is that what it is?
So I don't know why you even bother looking, because it's a guaranteed.
I was the first one to find out last time.
Yeah, but it was just happened to be that the moment that it was like news in any way also was exactly when you were looking.
Just every day. Like MSN or IDBM just announced it.
IDBM?
IMDb.
Your what?
IMDb.
Who's okay? Like Dave and Buster's?
Yes. Ooh, they have an expected release date.
That's not new horse content, Michael. You still lied.
No, that's new information.
It's new information, but you said is the new movie out yet, and it's not.
No. It says, although the release date is unclear, My Little Pony is expected to land on Netflix. Wait,
so there's no date, and they're just taking some vague information and getting clicks out of it.
Wait, this is an old... It said 2 days ago. That was about the last My Little Pony movie. I was lied to. I was tricked.
Michael.
Why would I do that?
You are a victim to the algorithm.
Sad now. I thought I had something. But I had nothing. I had trash.
You're trash?
I am trash, yeah.
Okay, good.
It's like, I thought I was saying that the movie was going to release late next year, but it was an old...
I'm talking about like 2018 or something?
It's like 2021. I was talking about the G5 movie. Which wasn't that long ago. But it feels like it was forever ago. Yet, not. It's weird.
Okay, I'm just going to control all the hair here.
So the sun is a distant gorilla? Celestia must be a distant gorilla. I don't understand that post. But sure.
I'm glad you're getting your chat recommendations from ChatGPT.
Yes. Bro, you said when you said terminal velocity, I thought of like an old video game I played on the PC called Terminal Velocity, and it was kind of like Star Fox, better. It came out around the same time, but on the PC, where everything is better and always has been. Visually, it was better. It didn't really have much in the way of a story. Here comes the sun. Doo-doo-doo-doo. One gorilla alicorn. I don't even think it needs to be an alicorn. I think a gorilla would just kill 100 bronies. I did enjoy some of the videos that came out. Who would win, 100 men or one gorilla? And it just showed gorillas throwing people around like rag dolls. And that was fun. Though I always think that the question is implied that the humans wouldn't use their intellect to actually come up with a plan to bring down the gorilla.
If you're just dropped into a gorilla pit,
It would absolutely kill them. Yeah.
you're in panic mode. If you can prepare,
But the thing is, gorillas aren't actually aggressive creatures.
if you take their nana.
Yeah, they don't want to fight you. And it's not because they think they'll lose or they're in danger. Gorillas aren't killers. They kill if they have to defend themselves or one of their group, but they are not gonna kill for fun. They're not sadists.
I don't know. You haven't seen the evil ones.
Cats are sadists. Cats kill for fun. If you had a giant cat, that would absolutely murder you. No questions. Like a house cat. You had a house cat the size of a gorilla, everyone is dead.
It would be adorable, though.
As it rips your face off.
Yeah.
Gorilla's holding the potassium. We talked about gorillas in the wild. When two males face each other, they will put on huge displays and to try to chase the other one off, because they know if they have to fight, someone's going to die, and they don't want that. So they tend to try to keep it from getting to that point. Is my understanding, if a gorilla starts running around and thrashing leaves and ripping branches off of trees and shit, that's the last warning before it attacks. It's basically saying back off now, or you'll regret it. But yeah, one gorilla with 100 people will leave those people alone as long as they leave him alone.
But what if they don't?
Well, then he will rip their arms off as if they were toothpicks on stuck on the grape.
But what if they have stick?
It will not help them. They'll use that stick to beat them to death. That's what it is.
I was looking from the wrong angle for the hair. A sec there. It's kind of clipping a little bit from here to here on the back hair.
One man versus 100 girls. Oh no. Well, if one man tries to fight 100 gorillas, he'll be paced in a matter of seconds. So it's not even a fight.
Well, it depends. Does he have to anger the gorillas, or could he just become best friends?
Well, he could. What was that, James Goodall, where she would just go around grooming the gorillas?
Yeah, because she was really lonely.
Well, she just proving that they're gentle giants.
Yeah, I mean, you're out there on different websites grooming ladies, and she's out there grooming gorillas.
Wait. I don't need them rumors, but no.
What about 100 men versus one gorilla?
Yeah.
At that point, there would probably be victory for the people, only because the gorilla has worn himself out and has now went to sleep.
maybe if they on top of him.
We send 99 people in, they'll all die, but he'll be so tired that one person could take him out.
Or 100 gorillas versus one Batman. Ooh. See, he's got the utility belt with bombs and crap. That's why I got knockout cast. That's cheating. You're going to cheat. Yeah, well, okay. What do you want? The same thing you always drink? Something else?
No, there's the surly orange ones in the cooler upstairs.
Bring you one.
There's so much stuff in the cooler.
You don't keep it out.
Oh yeah, I guess. That was just my way of saying I need to get a little thing to bang on it. So booze. Okay, I think I'm... No, I'm not done with Rainbow yet. I gotta check her ears. Okay, your ears are basically fine. But because of how drastic this motion is, I probably should have her reacting to it. Okay. That's pretty decent. Just something about having the ear kind of lag behind, and then it does kind of jerk over. It's not going to matter too much because these are actual frames. It's going to kind of all blend together. One Michael versus 100 cuddly mares. Oh, I don't want to know what his answer is to that. Fatality with a smile you couldn't pry off with a crowbar. Sounds like on the smiles from like BioShock. And actually, that's a reminder. Michael's going to be gone this coming weekend. So on Sunday, we're going to try to continue more of the Horizon Zero Dawn ultra hard playthrough. So see how that goes. Michael has a wedding he's going to. Okay, I'll call that good. I could probably, well, wait. I was thinking about doing wings, but it's literally so straight on for those wings, almost all the shot. It's not going to matter. Actually, I have not checked that on some of these past ones. Okay, those are moving around. But this one's just locked, so I haven't actually figured out the camera yet. I'm going to do that before I forget. I thought I heard a beep, and it was just actually Skula screaming for 1 second. Yeah, when I go to clear it at the end, there's like a half second of just... This is actually pretty decent, though, to hear. Because I want to keep it to the eye. We're going to do that. That's a little too much. This goes one pass. There it goes. That's exactly what I wanted. I haven't actually tried that one yet.
That's good.
Nolan tried it and he made a weird face, and then I got distracted, so I didn't ask him how it was.
It does say not quite a cider, not totally a beer.
Because it's an apple. Is it apple cider beer?
Just a weird combo. Not gonna lie.
I like apple and I like beer, but as soon as they say as soon as they say the cinnamon, I'm not always a fan of spiced apple. like a spiced apple and spiced beer. So that's where I was kind of like a little bit unsure, but Indeed's pretty cheap, so I thought I'd at least give it a shot.
Wait, one Michael versus 100 cuddly mares? Oh, I want to find out. Let's find out.
There's that like battle thing you can do, that one battle game where you can like put like large amounts of different people against each other. We could put one like 60-year-old man against 100 horses and see what happens.
Yeah, but they can only smooch. The horses, the only attack they have is smooch.
The only attack they have is smooch.
Yes.
Okay, well, I mean, I didn't think you liked stallions, but sure.
Well, these are mares. Cuddly mares. These are the rules, as Peak of War has set them. No, these ones only have smooch. Peak. Don't bite. I feel like they would still manage to kill me, but I would be very happy. Smooched to death by 100 mags.
Okay, I want to see how this kind of looks. This can probably be smoothed a little so it doesn't look so jagged. How is it?
It's what you would expect. It's an ale mixed with cider. An IPA mixed with cider.
Oh. Doesn't... Just apple, spice, and cider. Wait, isn't apple and cider the same? 6.7% too. And
it's fine. I'll finish it.
Okay, I want to see how this looks from the motion blur perspective. That's fine. Wait. Okay, so in this case, I did. Okay, so it's Rainbow's in focus right now, though she's kind of blurred from the motion. Skulu's in focus now. And then she's yeeted. And then at this point, the focus will shift very quickly back to Rainbow. Yeah, that looks fine.
It does taste of hops, so.
Okay, so I'm good then.
You're just like, yeah, I don't want that. A little slight hoppy taste. Why can't you ever be nice to that horse?
Michael.
What?
And I bet you that the video you're going to work on has the horses having a nice, happy time.
Yeah. I make happy videos.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of smooching.
And I think I did a test of this. I'm going to double check it. Okay, yeah. Her wings don't clip. If you go really slowly through here, there's definitely some clipping, but frame-wise, Rainbow's wing doesn't look to clip, and that's what matters. Melina gelding bit you recently. Only bruised your leg, though. Yeah, well, I know horses do bite because they still get angry.
They do.
So they're just like cats. They're assholes.
No,
cheers, bite.
Cat would absolutely eat you. Horses just want you away from their butts. They don't want. They will kick you if you get.
So how do they bite you?
They bite you if you're near the front and they're angry at you. But they don't try to like eat your face. Cat would try to eat your face. A horse bite's just gonna hurt. Probably won't even manage to break the skin, given that they're all flat teeth.
Okay. So Rainbow is, I could probably call done. Did I do the lighting on here? Yeah, it was just the copy paste lighting. I need to do some scoots.
Look at her, she's all orange and stuff.
So first I need to grab eyebrow, and then I got to remember how again to paste this.
You're seeing it like super slow-mo though. You're not going to notice any like that.
What thing?
Going.
I think her iris reaction happens too soon, just my opinion. Yeah, it's because what her iris is going to look like is it's going to be like this for the mid transition. So it's actually doing where it's going not from like the largest to the smallest, because it's on a scale. It actually kind of has a mid frame where it's kind of sort of being the in between. Just because a frame has one thing doesn't mean the motion blur is going to have that thing. It could actually mix things in that were between frame, and that's what this is doing. And then it's going to be the smaller one, but all it's going to be is blur. The main purpose of this is if I didn't, her eyes white wouldn't be as white, and I think it stands out more being white like that.
Hello, Sir Edward.
Oh, hello.
Yes.
Rest in peace, Robin Williams.
Yeah.
Because like when she's falling here, her eyes are actually, I think, the mid-size one, because at that point, if they were that small, you wouldn't even see any people as she's falling. And actually, I do want to double check that these shots, yeah, they're as low as I'm going to go. They are at, is it one of those visible? Yeah, it's a 0.008. I cannot go any lower than that on motion blur without it causing problems. You can, but as soon it'll like work fine right now. But if I were to switch to 4K, 4K might not even want 0.008. So depending on whatever, I'm probably going to render this out in one version for J, which would probably be 1080 if there's a issue with the motion blur, and then the other for YouTube. So J gets the better whatever, because there's no 4K anthology. It's all 1080.
Yeah. Well, given that all the video of the original shows no more than 1080, like if there's a 4K,
it wouldn't even matter if because of how the lines are. 1080 and 4K, you would almost not even be able to tell the difference between the two.
Yeah.
I mean, in a show with a lot of extra detail and whatever, sure, but an actual cartoon, I mean, a big blue splotch is not going to look any different. It's going to be how sharp the lines are. I think DVD on clean cartoons, not with too much shading, look fine, because it just, the edges aren't as sharp. But if you're sitting at like a distance and your TV has the processing that it does, it's probably going to be perfectly fine.
To be fair, Sir Edward, that was a Rob Williams covered in cream frosting reading.
Yes. Yeah, it's from Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah.
Old 90s? Yeah, it's probably 90s.
I don't know. It's one of the greatest movies of all time.
It was a good movie.
Yeah. Dude look like a lady.
Okay, so I need to do, it was her head to the root, head to the head, then zero that. Why are rainbow? I did the.
We still need to watch the
Is that wrong?
How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about it.
I think it's just no, it was definitely the head. But as soon as you do that, it's going to make the head big.
What's happening right now?
I'm trying to remember how I locked these.
No. Why have you done this?
Technically, I can unlock that then. I think it was that, and then I can do head to the eyebrow. I don't think it's quite right, but let's make sure I can get access to the other one's eyebrows, and that was not it. Yeah, because they're down there now. What did I do?
What are you doing?
Eyebrows.
Oh. Like, why do you keep putting rainbow dashes out on their head?
Oh, and you're tired. You ate lots of fatty food and walked a bit.
At the Ren Fair, I had like a deep fried sushi thing, and that was really good. It was like they just took a sushi roll and tempered the whole thing.
Oh, we gotta do this. Somali fries are so good. Rainbow's eyebrows are just dashes. Winky face. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to get it.
Smooching bunnies. But, most of the food I had at the Ren Fair was like the same stuff I always get. I did get the Red Bull soup thing, but it was like a red pepper one. Not a biggest fan of it as I was the beer cheese one I've had in the past, but it was pretty good. I ate the whole thing. And then I had the big turkey leg.
Mm-hmm.
And that was good. Turkey leg is always good.
The turkey leg was fine. It did feel like they gave us ones that have kind of been back there for a little bit. Not in that they were...
Just pulled them out, though.
No, they weren't like... I've gotten them when they're like super fresh. Well, that sounds great. You can have like 3 napkins on, but you're burning your hand holding it and it's too hot to eat. Where that one was still warm and good, but I could hold it and I wasn't burning myself. So it was actually fine. I kind of preferred it that way. It's like fries topped with beef and curry flavors. Yeah, I guess can't go wrong with that.
We saw the part of the fair that burnt down and what they replaced it with, and it was functional.
It looked like a pop-up book for a children's like something. It was so cheap.
Hopefully they're able to build something better in future years, but we'll see. I don't know, like they're kind of in a fight with the quarry, but the quarry has to be making bank off of that.
It depends on what the contract was when they originally set the whole thing up. Because how is the quarry making money off the Ren Fair?
They rent out the land the Ren Fair is on.
Yeah, okay. But they're renting the land. It doesn't mean they get a piece of the profit.
Yeah, but they can always up rent.
Yeah, so they can. So, but there's a balance to it. But there's so much history there, they could probably like crank it way up and take advantage of it. But then there's also where you can take advantage of the situation too much and then be an illegal issue.
Yeah,
by like saying that's because if you could say the land is worth something, sure, but if you're saying that like you're only doing it because they're willing to pay it, then it could be an exploitative thing.
I don't know. I wish the Ren Fair could just manage to buy the land. I don't think they have the resources.
I think they made decent money, but it's got to be an expensive event to run too.
Yeah, and it only runs for a few months out of the year,
and they still got to maintain it all the rest of the year.
Yeah. Have it not burn down.
It's usually a good thing.
The pony stall was closed, which made me sad. They didn't have any ponies. They had one pony, but that pony was hanging out with the horses. But it wasn't as crowded as it was in previous years, and I think there was 2 reasons. It was the opening weekend of the state fair, and the previous weekend had been the Penn and Teller thing. So if anybody was going to the Ren Fair, that's when they would have gone. Was that first weekend?
It was all the state fair.
Mm-hmm.
It was still busy. It was the right amount of busy.
Yeah,
it felt like there was a lot of people there, but you could walk around easily.
Yeah, you can get things easily.
Because I've been there when it's pretty empty, and then it just kind of feels like you go into a shop and they're laser focused on you all the time, and it's like, yeah, I don't like that either.
You're gonna buy something? You're gonna buy something?
Now, I was kind of tempted. I really wanted to buy one of those spears.
Oh, those ponies. Yes, there were 2 people cosplaying as ponies.
Oh, yeah.
And I did see ponies on a thermos, too, so some pony moments. I was surprised to see the pony cosplayers. It's like these people around Minnesota who are into pony that we don't know about exist. How proud of Rainbow she's of herself. She's like, I'm like the best horse.
Well, she's proud of Scootaloo because he's like, she's gonna fly. And then she doesn't.
You're my adopted child, and your parents are nowhere to be found, so I can push you off this roof. You like dirt, right?
Yeah, we know you like dirt, Scootaloo, because your parents treated you like it.
No. Her parents probably like dirt.
Because they were archaeologists? Or whatever. I don't know. What did they do?
They basically roamed the jungle looking for medicines. Plants that could be made into medicines.
So they're trying to help people.
Yeah.
Yeah, shut up, Scootaloo. Your parents are good.
Well, that's basically their argument, is that their work is very important.
Well, then don't have a kid.
Can't be bothered to, like, raise their child. Because where they go is just too dangerous to take a baby. So they leave her in the care of the town bakers and just F off.
Yeah, like, who here can take care of her? You look like you have birthing hips. Here, take her.
Mrs. Cake certainly does. But I kind of feel like she ended up not having her own kids until like her late 30s because she was taking care of other people's kids. Because she took care of Pinkie Pie when she was still full. Like, she was like 10, but still. And then Scootaloo just dumped on her as a baby. It's like, raise our children.
Raise this child. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And finally, when Scootaloo was pretty old enough to take care of herself most of the time, and Pinkie Pie had grown into a full adult, she was finally like, okay, let's have our own kids while we still have a chance.
Run. Do me now.
Right now.
Hello, Herb Stasher. Herb Stasher grants you the herbs of stashing. Does that mean I have an increase to inventory size? That'd be pretty good.
Well, Pinkie came on as an apprentice to Mrs. Cake, as a full, and then Scootaloo was just kind of dumped in their lap as a baby. You don't even find out that they're the ones taking care of her, more or less, until the episode her parents show up. That it's mostly the Cakes, and then her aunts come to give her food once a week. Like, they show up for about an hour to drop off food.
See, this is all Scootaloo's fault. She's just getting a part-time job.
Yeah.
Buy her own food. She's an adult.
She's 10.
How do you know?
It's a rough estimate.
How are you so good at confirming children?
You just look at them. You go like, that one is 10. The only time they ever give any of the characters' age is Sweetie Belle in a flashback episode where they say she's 5 in the flashback.
But that's a flashback, so there's no way to time it up.
Yeah. They say in that moment she is 5.
And with how they do the kids in town, it's a good chance that they're all within, everybody that goes to school together isn't the same age. They're probably within 4 to 5 years of each other.
Yeah.
And all just going through the same time.
Yeah.
Well, Scoo's parents are on the anti-smooching committee. What do Pikachu think when you capture their Pichu?
I don't know. Probably like, carry on my wayward son.
The Cakes saw the children and saw free labor. That's what they were doing. They brought Pinkie in to do just work at the house. Yeah. Scootaloo, it helps bring in people by being cute. Bring in customers.
They actually showed the comic of her parents meeting with the Cakes and being like, our child really wants to do this with their life. They just got their green light. Will you please let them live with you and train our kid? And it was kind of it was kind of emotional because they didn't want to leave her, but they knew that's where her path was. And it just showed how good of parents Pinkie Pie had. Like, they're
like, wow,
fulfill her dream.
We need to abandon this child immediately.
No, she really wanted So they could tell she wanted to, but she didn't want to stay on the rock farm.
Yeah, and then they're like, well, she's taken away from our bottom line here.
Now when she's on the rock farm, it's really made her work. They had that one episode where she went back to the rock farm after Mom found his boyfriend. I'll try to touch that scooter. And
They want that scooter butt.
Freaking Limestone was like, if you're gonna be here, you're gonna work.
See, that's what they should have done. It's just did a trade. Pinky comes in,
Yeah.
Scootaloo goes out.
Just send Scooter to work on the rock farm.
Yeah. I mean, she can't get off the ground. She'd be perfect.
Oof.
She's just an earth pony now.
Whoa, Scooter was a child? Yeah. This is a big derp. We won't pick that child. Goodbye, Scooter.
Okay, that should be fine. Her eyebrows were actually super easy. We need to bake procedurals.
I'm liking this more the more I drink it, but I don't know if that's a really high bit of like
praise.
Compliment, praise, yeah.
I think the crappy part of this beer I'm burning out on. Now I'm only getting the other stuff.
The internet never forgets until it does. No, the internet has this bad habit of turning tragedies into memes 20 years later.
Okay, so the hair has some really sharp angles to it here. I want to make sure. What is it that's doing that? It looks like it is her back hair right here. So we want to fix that. Anytime you see a flat line go up and down, it means you have something busted. Technically, these are busted too, but okay, and it does. I do see them go in, out, in, out. So these are broken. Is it broken back here too though? Because I see it still continue. Yeah, it is. So I need to round these out.
Hello, Matt.
Yeah, hello, Matt. Okay, that one's fixed. This one I think is fine at the beginning, but then yeah, definitely gets broken there. So just do around there. And you can definitely tell when it's busted because you can see so this gets busted. So right here and here. When you round it, it doesn't just flatten to a line. You can see it kind of move into other positions first, like that, and then come back down. The reason for that is it looks like it's just going a little bit up and down. What it is actually doing is it's going so high up at one point that it's hitting the top and then curving back down again. So it's being inverted. That's why it needs to go all the way back up and then all the way back down to actually flatten out. So then that should be fine. And I'm not seeing any of the others. Like this one has a little bit of a break right here, but I'm not seeing it actually cause a problem. Because that's the whole bottom of the, yeah, and I'm not seeing it actually be a problem. And I'm kind of okay with the way it looks because with the motion blur and stuff, it's gonna be fine. Okay. I think that makes that okay. And the jiggles had something about the cape. I don't want the cape being data stored.
Hello, Godzilla man. Are you here to watch some child abuse?
It totally is on Redax's to a negative value. Yeah. But it's just super annoying because sometimes the negative value can be super sneaky.
Fortunate place to pause the video. It's like, ah! No. No. She's getting away from that.
Look at she's just like, oh my god, that cop is being so sneaky.
Yeah, he's like, you guys see me?
Like, oh my god, I'm under the tree. Actually, he's in the tree.
Yeah, well,
I had that problem doing the revamped hooves. Yeah, any of the jiggle bones can do that. It's where anytime I do any locks, the first thing I'll do is I'll look at this and look for like this. drastic movement is the big one. But this one, again, it doesn't always mean it is a problem, but and this one's fine. All right, I think I can call this one done. I did her. Oh, let me check her ears. Okay, I can probably do a little bit with the ears. I think I only need to do her left ear though.
You know, the first time I saw you, one of the first times I saw you animating in this program, I saw the graph at the bottom with all the things, and I thought you had to like individually grab each line and move it to make the animation happen. And I was like, how does he do it? How does he know?
Cheers, Mary.
It's beyond me. There's no way. Then I realized you're not magical.
Yeah, not as magical.
Yes. Still hasn't conjured horses. Though this house is filled with horses. A lot of Rainbow Dash. Probably more Rainbow Dash.
Some of those are very much your Rainbow Dashes too. Cheez It Dash is yours.
But no, well, okay, the Cheese Dash is, but...
And the other Cheez It Dash.
Yes.
Which is on her side because you haven't fixed her yet.
I kind of made a reference to it this morning where the one Dash looked like she had killed the other Dash, and then the little Scootaloo was like, "Wake up, Papa! You gotta wake up!" Lion King reference style.
This morning's?
Yeah.
You mean by yourself?
Yeah. Took a picture.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just like over here just like making jokes with horses to yourself.
I mean, I was inside my head until I took a picture of it and posted what I was thinking. It's like, I am running late to work, but here's an opportunity to talk about horses. I don't know. Can't say I check every AI model that is in existence. I am curious as to one that I saw somebody post recently with, but because it's impressive.
I look at like some tech news, but only from a super high level, and I don't really look into or manipulate or play with. On a daily basis, I use Gemini, but that for work stuff, just because it's actually kind of helpful for some code help. But that's only because it's super easy to access because it's just Google. And it tends to give me the answers I want. But other than that, I don't do anything with AI stuff or keep track of it.
I am aware of it, and that is about it. I'm aware of where it is at its average, and I'm aware of what some people are doing that's well above the average.
It's more of I have things, the things that I do don't really need it or want it.
Yeah.
So I just don't. I either play video games or I do house stuff or hang out with friends. None of that involves AI. So I'm not going to do anything with AI.
Yeah, but once AI gets good enough, you won't need friends anymore. You'll just talk to the AI.
That's already a problem.
Yeah.
Like, what was it? ChatGPT did a change to some of its responses that made the AI a little bit less aggressively helpful, or less aggressively pleasing to the person. Like it doesn't want to please you as much, instead of being like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. And apparently because people had programmed AI girlfriends and stuff from that, they wanted it turned back because they wanted the girlfriend that was always saying yes and pleasing, which I think is hilarious. Like I prefer the girl to be exactly the way I made them to be.
Well, yeah.
That's not how people work.
Well, people are obsolete.
You make yourself a better person by finding ways to compromise with other people.
Yeah, it depends if they're crazy.
Shut up, Michael. You don't compromise.
That's fair. Oh, just come into every day expecting it to be awful, and you'll never be disappointed. Like, oh no, that's what Tron's did.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, when it went back, she was like freaking out, but then all of a sudden her eyes went wide. She got a big smile on her face. I'm like, that's when the drugs kicked in. Just like, throw that right there. It's like, oh. It's like, oh, another plane. The cat. Juice box derpy. There's a lot of room on the server. I'll upload an AI girlfriend to it.
It's not about room, it's processing.
Yeah.
The
Got 2 graphics cards doing nothing over there.
they don't fit in the system.
Make room.
No.
Well, how else am I gonna get my AI girlfriend?
No, I already have a 3060 in the server, but like probably 40% of it is dedicated to Plex, and then like 10% to the server. I think it's like 20% or 30%, 25% to Home Assistant, and then 25% to voice recognition for the assistant.
Mm-hmm.
So that is run
You
locally.
did say something about turning the kitchen into.
Well, that's my processor. Graphics card really does just transcoding. I could probably have it share other responsibilities like AI stuff, but I don't really want it to.
You said you could turn the upstairs and have like a derpy in the kitchen.
I could.
Yeah.
I could have it where you could tell her to do things and she would do it. No, Michael, that's weird.
No. it's
Settle
what
down.
You promised.
No, you can tell the, like in Home Assistant, you can have the assistant given a pre-prompt that basically tells it how to act.
Yeah.
And you can basically say, you are a small gray horse that's kind of derpy and blah, blah, blah. You can basically write them a personality, and then your interaction with them would simulate that write-up. So you could do that.
Yeah. It just needs to sound like Tabitha St. Germain and we're good.
Why would we want to sound like Rarity?
Doing the derpy voice.
You said Tabitha. You didn't say which Tabitha.
There are many Tabithas. Michael's gonna break into all your computer systems for derpy AI. AI derpy, yes.
Technically, there's really...
I have access to his server.
Yeah, well...
He's a fool.
No, you have data access to certain libraries, but like direct access to like add an AI to the server, no, you don't have access to that. You'd have to log into Unraid and add a Docker.
Yeah. We'll do that.
Most of the AI that I have running, because I have an AI that's set up to run the Home Assistant, and it runs it locally, but most of the stuff is very basic. If it gets confused and it can't solve it, then it uses Gemini. But
Your password's probably password anyway.
no. I actually do not know what my password is because I use a password manager.
Password.
No, it is not.
Just saying that because it is. That's how it is, being sneaky. See, this is why I need to be home all day, because these are the things I would do if I was. I need to get rich already via the lottery wins, and then just spend all day making derpy AIs and putting derpy.
Michael, you can do that. Nothing is stopping you from doing that.
A full-time job makes it difficult.
Well, I'm not saying that that's not going to come with some problems.
I have to quit my job?
Yeah, you have to quit your job, but if you quit your job, you can spend all your time with horses.
Yay.
Not really peak, because for one, you really went far on the symbols there. I don't think I used the paragraph or upside down question mark or even like the male or female symbols. And I doesn't have that many symbols. I use a password manager, and usually my passwords are at like minimum 16 characters, and they just have a random amount of letters, numbers, and symbols. But the symbols tend to always make up, because they make up less number total than the letters and numbers, just a small percentage, but usually a couple. I use one password for my stuff, and I really like how one password has that stuff set up. I don't use it for any pass keys or for any two-factor authentications. I don't like having all my eggs in one basket, so I still use a different program for two-factor, but I really like having it for a password manager. I also use it for secure document storage, like so when I do my taxes and I get my like print PDFs for it, I store it on there. I also store my license information and all like any numbers that might be important to have around or accessible, I have on there too. And then I have a very long password. I think my password's like 20 something characters for getting access to it. And then it's all the only one I have to remember. But is really annoying, like good, like a TV to go like log into some streaming service and they don't have a QR code you can scan. Then sometimes I'm sitting there for a while having to type in some letters and numbers and symbols, which is a little annoying, but it's fine. I'd rather have that for the security. I've had my Google account access before until I changed it to its current password, which is very long. And then everything I've set up since, and I've went back and redone a lot of passwords for stuff. They're all like the random crap now.
Rainbow dish.
Okay, so now that's the end of her eyebrows. I do need to finish her as a horse.
I look forward to my horse friends. Yes. See, I just need the holodeck from Star Trek. That's all this is all working out to. We're gonna have the holodeck from Star Trek, load up Horse World, and then just live in there eating the food until we realize it's not really food, and then we die in there from starvation. And somebody comes in a few months later and finds the mess. And that is how we will cease to be as a species. I'm looking forward to it though. It's gonna be so nice. These last few months before the end of humanity. And then the only ones who will be left are the crazies who rejected technology and moved down to like the mountains or something. They will inherit the world. It's the sane people caught inside the horse chamber.
Let's see, these just get a little bit. That's way too quick. Actually, I just go out. Yeah, that probably works better.
How was all your guys' day on this fabulous Tuesday? 'Cause who doesn't like a good Tuesday? Traffic was so bad this morning. Some dude's muffler fell off on the highway. Everybody had to slow down to look at it. And backed up traffic for like 20 minutes.
But it was a very nice muffler, I bet.
I wish people would work from home again.
But when I do, you're like, meh.
More people need to be doing it so that they stay out of my way, because the actually important workers have to go to work.
Oh.
So.
Yeah.
If you don't have to go to work, you should just stay home.
I'm trying to.
No.
But then, like, they kind of changed their mind on my original move. So now I might not have the option to just go full remote.
Bummer.
I was looking forward to it.
I bet you were. I would like to work from home, but it's impossible. My job was...
It's like saying, I got hired. I'm a waiter at Applebee's. Work from home.
Yeah, work from home, please. No. Yeah, no. I physically have to be at my job. But can you physically reach out and hug her? If we had one of these Star Trek things, yeah. That's all I really want. I want to.
He doesn't need to actually. He just needs to believe that he is.
Well, I need to feel the hug and the warmness of the horse and the fuzziness of the fur. That's why I need the technology needs to reach there before I die. I just need one horse hug.
Well, I mean, tech's going quick, but 3 or 4 years, I really don't think.
Wow. I dyed my hair. I'm young again, man. Well,
Is that how that works?
as long as you keep
So
dyeing
if
your
you
hair.
wait, so if you just dyed your hair white, you just croak.
Yeah. That's how it works. That's why you don't see any, like,
What would I have to dye my hair
hair.
to get younger?
you're not going to have to. You know
So
it.
wait, so that means if I dye my hair black, I get a soul?
Oh, man. I think there's some things that
No, no. You can't play both sides on this.
I don't want you to have a soul. Someone with a soul.
What?
Somebody with a soul wouldn't spend all their time making horse videos. Pretty sure. That's why you and Jay.
You know, actually, if I had a soul, then I might be like more generous on the rent. But since I don't have a soul, I don't care. No, so I guess I'm gonna have to be more aggressive. We're gonna double it again. It's like 18,000 now.
It's like he's getting up there, and then, ooh, at least you're gonna have your house paid off quick.
Yeah, at this rate, I'm gonna pay it off next week.
Mm-hmm. I think once you've paid off a fourth of it, I'll be officially bankrupt.
But I'll be doing fine. This is how America works.
Yeah, that is kind of how it works. Oh, I did have a stock go up 70% today in one day. AT&T bought them. That's why it happened. So that was nice, but I only had like $500 in that stock, so. But hey, money. It's like $400.
Until you cash it out, it's not nothing. So
True, I suppose. I think that's the argument though billionaires try to use, like, I don't actually have $1 billion, it's all in stock. I'm poor. Like,
you have access. Well, anytime they need money, they just cash out on the bets.
Yes. Like,
But yeah,
I'm a pauper.
they do have a certain amount of cash, probably millions in liquid assets.
Well,
But
probably
then
not. Even though if they probably keep like 10 grand in their account for like spent walking around money.
Well, no, because what if they need to like emergency buy a yacht?
They take out a loan and the bank knows they're good for it.
I guess there is that. Because a loan you're going to be paying 3 or 4% interest on, but your stocks, if they gain 7% a year.
Yeah. Rich people just like
Well, no, that's
money appear.
But that's how most things work. If you can make a ton of money off other people's money, it's just you have to do it right. And if you don't, you're kind of screwed. And the more money you have,
Some safe bets.
yeah.
No.
But that's one of the reasons they said before, depending on your interest rate on your house, if you get $100,000, it's usually better to invest it than pay off your house, because your house is only going to be 3 to 5% interest, but you could make 7 or 8% on the market, which means in the end that money's going to do further like
Nice
that.
to have the peace of mind though.
There is the peace of mind, or just getting your house down to a certain amount. Like if I were to pay like say $100 more a month on the mortgage, I could cut off years of the mortgage. Not because that of extra $100, it's because that $100 is like, say your mortgage is $2,000 directly to the mortgage company. You are not putting $2,000 to your house. It's probably $1,500 in interest when you first buy the house. So only $500 is going to the actual house. If you add $100 to that $2,000, you're not adding 5%. You're adding 20%, because that 100 is direct to the value. So you're adding it to that 500, becoming 600. That means that 100 every 5 months is equivalent to 1 month off your mortgage. So that's where you can put it in just a little bit on your mortgage every month to actually cut years off the end, because you're getting your interest down faster. So every dollar you're spending in is taking more or less of the interest and more towards the principal. But if you go hog wild on it, then you're kind of ruining a little bit. I think it's best, like, for the first few years, put a little bit extra in to try to get you to that point faster, and then slow it down if you want. When I was at the last place, I kind of did that. I haven't done that here, but it's mainly because the mortgage is more expensive. I wanted to start putting a little bit down because, yeah, $100 a month, and it's like 5 or 6 years gone. It's kind of crazy how much you can remove from it with just what sounds like a little amount of money by comparison. Love watching pony animation streams. It's where I get my mortgage advice.
Yes.
No, so they have little calculators out there you can do. And it's just neat to see how that works. Thank you, Gentle Spark, work in progress. I hope you are know more on how to handle your mortgage.
Now, if you want to pay your mortgage, you get a couple of suckers to help you pay it, and then you tell them how lucky they are. If they ever complain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's more of, if I was going to be living by myself,
Yeah.
I would not have bought this place.
Yeah, that's fair.
I only bought this because
nice.
I knew that we were going to have some people that could help with it, balancing it off. Then you get the benefit of having a place to be. I get the benefit of being able to also be in a larger place. But in the end, I'm still burning more. I have almost as much money going to principal right now as I was at the last place, even though it was half the value, just because our interest rate is twice as high.
So what you're saying is I'm super lucky to be here.
No, yeah. Well, I want the interest rates to go down because the interest rate I'm at is killing me.
Yes.
I'm because of the change, Adam's rent is 100% just covering the increase in interest that I had for the change of place. That is it. Because of the change from like what it was, I was at like
a better rate than a lot of people did. You got it right as it started going up.
No. When COVID was going on, you could get a mortgage for like 2.7, 2.8%. I'm at 5.5.
Yeah.
That's double.
Yeah.
No.
It's been worse.
Yeah, it's at 7 something.
Yeah.
So that's not closer to 2.
No, it's not. Oh, no, 5 is closer to 2 than 7. You just said it's at 7.
It's at 7. 5 is closer to 7 than 2.
Yes.
You said the opposite.
You said the opposite.
No. No, it kind of hurts. If I were to have the interest rates drop to 4 something, I would be saving about $500 a month. That's in that I would instantly refinance. Refinancing would probably cost $3,000 to $5,000, but it would be worth it because in like 10 months you've got that paid off, and now forever you're at a lower rate. And actually, what my plan was, if interest rates drop, it's you take the drop of the interest, but you also switch to a 15-year, and then by doing so, it would increase the value back up to where I am right now, but I would have half the amount of time. That's crazy. That's why I want to do that.
Hello, Gentle Spark.
Yes. Spark. Mortgages.
It is Source.
Yeah, we're playing it on Source Filmmaker right now.
He's making a horse video with horses in it.
Right now, we're kind of towards the end of this one. So I'm kind of working on doing like kind of like the last minute cleanup and rounding and smoothing. I can show you what we got so far.
Hi, I am Argo's friend. Sometimes we're brutal mortal enemies.
This is for Anthology 8, which is going to be released in November at Ciderfest. Yeah, so we got... We're getting there. The green means we're done. And actually, like lighting wise, it's going to look more like that. But all we have left is just do some of the final cleanup on the shot, and this one's kind of done.
Yeah.
We're gonna add police flares. Oh, so I didn't have the lights on there, so it'll actually look more like this. So there will be lights. I'm not shining the lights on anything. And I'm not Oh, and there's no grass right now. Where's the grass? There's the grass. So it'll look like that. There we go. But well, Squish is in a no-fly zone. Her no-fly zone is called Equestria. Save your work quick. I say you have no idea how often I control S. I am doing it constantly.
If I do it, I get in trouble.
No SFM audio output, no sound. I did the restart. Okay, yep. I did the restart, and that causes it to break. I can do that again. Yeah. Wow. Well, I had it right, but then I had to do that restart because SFM was like not working, and that caused it. There we go. I'll do it again. Oh, let me get that. Runs better that way.
Ready for what?
To jump.
Wait, you can't be serious. I'm not gonna jump.
You can fly, just like me. You take a big deep breath, you step off, and your body will just do the rest. It'll just take over.
But I can't fly. I'll just fall right off of here.
Hey, buddy. You're gonna love it. I promise.
Nothing like you. I can't fly.
You can. I promise you can.
I thought I saw something a little weird.
I promise you. I promise.
Nothing like you. I can't fly.
You can. I promise you can.
Okay, it's fine. There's a little bit of weird thing with the wings there for a sec, and it must have just been a value error. I'll probably have to go through and just clear out the ends. Sometimes it can get a little weird because, like I mentioned before, sometimes it's not about what is happening that frame, but the frame before will also dictate how things look. That's why sometimes I'll just go through and like grab everything from like this point and before and just go boop. And just to smooth things out. Also, it makes the file take up less space. Not by much, but that'll at least help make sure that nobody was moving before or after the shot and doing something really goofy. Or hair having a little bit where that last frame has suddenly a big jerk in the motion something. But yeah, we've been working on this for a couple months. And it's just about done. All we have left to do is Scootaloo.
Scoot.
I thought that, yeah, Scootaloo on... No, not Scootaloo. This was Rainbow. I was trying to finish up her top hair. And it's not that great looking, I think. Yeah, it looks fine there. It's not that great, but from this distance, I really don't need it to look that great. As long as it's moving a little bit and it moves fine.
I think you might be done.
No, I haven't done Scootaloo yet. So Scootaloo doesn't have an eyebrow here, but with motion blur, she's gonna look like this. You technically could see the eyebrow, but with all the other stuff of her flying going on, it's flying.
Her little wings need to be flapping.
They are.
Okay.
See. Wait, see, she's flapping them.
Good. She's doing so good. She's flying.
Now, what I need to do here, we need to bake her. I'll put music back on. We need to... I'm not even worried about her front hair. I just have to make sure it's not breaking. This is... Okay, yeah. I'm seeing a couple breaks right here. These ones are all just busted. So these not only busted, but you can see it goes flat and then starts having motions because they just literally got broken completely across that whole line. So I'm just going to round it because it's not... Oh, yeah, actually you can see that they were broke because all the way back here, it's rounding. As long as it's not distracting or something, it's fine. All right, that's good.
Cool, that's good.
All right. what her flying through the air here, you're not even going to really tell if her tail was like flapping around. I'm not going to worry about that. What I need to do is when she hits, her tail right before it hits should, I'll say right here. It's really quick, but her tail technically should bend a little bit like this, because of gravity stuff. And then I'm going to have it go for like this to there. Tail 1 is going to spin like that. And we're going to see if we can get away with that. No, probably not.
Stream not liking your phone. Well, goodbye.
So for some reason, like my phone. Yeah. Well, that's said to hear. Probably try dropping the quality though, because I know I am transcoding to lower one, but even then, if it's still being stupid,
Bye, bad.
I can't do nothing about it. But yes, thanks for popping in.
Go hug a horse.
All right, so we're just gonna instead go like this. Actually, that looks fine.
I haven't checked to see if the horse movie's out yet.
Okay, so
In the last 15 minutes.
So now when it gets to here, until it gets to the ground, technically when it hits the ground is when I want it to reverse, or at least do at least a little bit before then. This one, and we'll just say these ones should, probably more than that. We'll do tail 2 as well. We'll kind of be lagging behind. That's a little too late.
It's been a whole month since they announced the movie. We need more information.
There, now that's much better looking. But when it hits, it should. We're gonna do like a little bit of a. Let's see here. Tail 1 goes down a little bit, and then we'll do tail 2 and 3 up a little bit. So this just kind of gives it a little bit of a like mush landing. Then every tail at this side kind of like folds into position. I don't want that. I wanted to kind of just lock into position early here. Oh, I did the hair. Boo.
Boo.
And I could probably have it just kind of do like a little like bounce thing here.
Children do bounce when they hit the ground.
So that's okay.
So resilient.
That's a better bounce than we had before. And I'm going to do a little extra one right there.
I do remember as a kid playing on the monkey bars and just falling all the time. And I think if that happened now, I'd be dead. It'd be like, you fell 3 feet, you're dead. You broke both of your ankles.
Her hair is just broken.
Your heart just stopped from the stress.
I think her hair is actually busted. There.
I think
so.
He has made it pretty advanced. He does a lot with this program that I don't think many people who use this program could do. Not easily anyways. He's figured things out. Like keeping this program from crashing every 10 minutes. That one took him a while.
Like if you're talking about the dirt on the ground, it's not as much that SFM can do advanced stuff, but it gives you still the flexibility to be creative in your solutions. So like all of that, like dirt coming up is just some like dirt mounds that we have, like that just the very edge of them are just timed to come up at very specific times to make it look like she's digging into the dirt. I'm not actually like molding the ground upwards. I'm just pulling what looks like dirt up. And if you change the lighting and actually look at this, it's pretty decent. And then the grass that's on there, those are all also just models that were available and I put down just to make it so that it looks a little nicer than this was just the base model that you normally would see from people. So instead we added actual like detailed grass up to a certain point up to the angle here, and then at a certain distance where like maybe it didn't need to be mowed anymore, and then just added larger pastures around back there. So it's more of a how much time do you want to put into it. A lot of people go really cheap and on the time with it. We also like heavily, or we went into this map and actually physically removed some stuff, had to re-encode the map because it was stuff that was in the way and causing problems. The animation wise, it's just about the model. This is an older model. This is a much newer model version, so you can do a lot more stuff with this one. This one's a little bit sketchy because of how old it is, but I've also done this face plant with a horse like probably a dozen times now.
It's hurting the horses. That's what it's saying.
But yeah, what I like about SFM is it doesn't always have like a solution, like the solution, like the solution that is built for that purpose to do something. Instead, it has a solution that if you kind of finagle with some stuff, you can make something work, even if it's not quite what would be in another like Blender or something, an actual solution. So instead of molding the ground like Blender might let you do, I don't care, I'll just pull up some dirt and make it fit. This is cartoon horses. It's not like I have to go into like crazy detail with everything and make it look ultra realistic. They're cartoons, so I can do cartoony type things to make it work, which is nice.
Trying to say the horses aren't real?
Simulating physics though, like if you want to make things like this look nice on fall, yeah, there's some of the automated stuff you can use, but it always ends up being weird. Some of the hair is a little bit off on its like being delayed, so you have to adjust the timing. You'll have to maybe do custom ear movements if you want to make it look good. Having her tail fall back, there's no way I could make that look like legit, so instead I just timed it to what felt right. You use your gut.
Yeah, what he said.
Oh, also I have her, if you see her head does a little scrape, like it kind of like vibrates.
It's a nice little touch.
And her head bends down just a little bit as she's going until the end where it kind of sails forward. And then she just doesn't move because she's dead.
She's not dead. She's just tired.
Whatever works. Yeah, they're one of my favorite examples. I never participated in it, but early in SFM, there was a group or a person that would put out a picture of like certain food items on like a table, like of different dishes. And they said, make this in SFM without custom models. So like, can you make like a batch of pancakes with like drizzling syrup and like a glass of a liquid and everything was supposed to be made using only the assets you can already use and get, and by just using like texture overrides and scaling and positioning and all this to try to simulate it. And like one of my favorites was they used like for the drizzling liquid of it, they used a long-necked dinosaur that they then just modified the texture to make it look like a clear liquid that was like a syrup, and then they used that head coming down off the side to simulate the syrup going down the side of the pancakes. It was stuff like that of you could go and model syrup, or you can kind of just make something work, and it's kind of crazy what you can do if you just have an open mind to it. And I love finding these little jank solutions to things. Like even here, this wheels on the car coming in, so like you can see the wheel comes and it comes to a stop. This model doesn't have spinning wheels. I just put another wheel over it that's slightly larger, and then that one can rotate because it's not the same model. And then that also let me do the little bits where you can see the tire kind of go up and down, though I had to be careful because you can start seeing a little bit of a I did modify it, I guess. There it is. You can see a little bit of the clip of the old wheel behind it, but I don't care. We modified the textures to say police child protective services. Knowing how to do that stuff is really handy. Knowing how to modify the map is also complicated. Or here,
going in a hammer is something you should never do. Like
this car is
the
just
same person
just going through the barn, but it's okay because you can't see. I mean, there's a barn right there. You can see that he's definitely probably doing that, but I don't care. It's not actually affecting this shot. I mean, if you really kind of look at it, I guess there's like those. Where are I going? There's those like tires right there. You can kind of see those. but I don't care. And I think this lighting is done. I kind of wanted to try to reduce the lighting on Rainbow, but trying to do that's going to be a gotch, because like all the other shots don't have her being that bright. And actually, I probably should poke at this a little bit.
Here.
This gives a look of like a little bit of a white fog in the background. I specifically, no, I'm good right now. There's a light here. Yeah. That's not that one. Is this one? What's the one causing the volumetric? I thought there was a volumetric light I put there. Oh yeah, there it is. I can kind of see it. Yeah, there's that big oh, there it is, volumetric. So because in here, like if you just do this, it doesn't feel like there's sun from anywhere. It doesn't feel bright in any direction. It just feels gloomy, even though I would want the sun to be there. So I just add a little bit of volumetric in the corner, and it at least provides some direction of where the sun's coming from. And then you just kind of put that in every shot of having a little, like this one, I probably don't need it because of the angle. But this at least says, oh, the sun's coming from over here. Or on this one, the sun's over here, where if I were to remove that, it then... you can see the light on the edge of their heads, but you don't see any additional lighting on this side. That doesn't feel right. So add a little bit like that, and suddenly everything fits together. I love the example of, if you're watching interviews where people are talking to somebody and they're being asked questions, they'll have like the full lighting setup with wherever they're being talked to. And they usually do like their 3-point lighting, but 3-point lighting makes the subject look good, but it sometimes make them really stand out from the background in an unnatural way. And so what they'll do is they'll take, like, they'll do all the lighting on the person, but then they'll take like a lamp and just put it in the background somewhere. It could be far enough away that they're never going to put any light that's actually casting on the person, but by adding that light there, it almost gives a reason why that light's hitting them in the face, even if it doesn't actually make sense in the real world, and it makes everything feel more natural. And that's what I'm kind of going for here. Of, if I'm going to have light on the side of their heads, I need to show why there's light there. Otherwise it just feels bland and like it feels off, and that's, you don't want to have people feeling off. Probably my internet went down. Why are you finally? You're like, good, I don't have to watch Argo anymore. Actually, I might need to add a little bit of volumetric here, because now that I look at this, it does feel like it's missing something. I'm gonna grab one of the close ones. Let's grab this one. Maybe they're exited a test backup internet solution. Maybe. I thought about, oh, but there is a volumetric. Where is it? Oh, it's just not in the right area. I thought about doing that. The internet thing I have set up allows you to do a backup 5G. So if it detects your internet goes down, it can swap to a 5G backup. My thought is, though, if our internet's down because we have fiber, it's also probably because our power's out, and I've never had our internet go down. So why would I want to pay monthly for a backup if I don't need it? If I was in a like job that required it, like if I did work from home, then maybe I would set up something like that. Maybe light on trees. The light on the trees, yeah, actually that would probably do it too. I want to create a little bit of that like feeling of some brightness from this direction too. But yeah, light in the trees actually would help. This is the only shot that I have that it's not really coming from behind. It is coming from an angle, where the ones from behind, light in the trees isn't going to help too much. But from this one, yeah, actually probably would. And I'd probably do that. I don't like making the volumetric and the light on the trees being the same light, because then you're kind of fighting with two different types of values. But the best way to do this from an angle, if I like use this big long one, now I'm getting this like big one that's stretching into the trees. No want. So we're going to make sure this is an uber light. It is not. Okay. And then this lets us kind of change our cutoff here. We're going to increase our volumetrics. We're going to decrease our cutoff and see if that's actually pretty close. Far edge. Our value is a little higher. That's actually pretty good right there.
I remember back when I first started watching his stream, Sunset, that I actually watched his and Jay's streams through VLC player. And I set it up to watch that way because the latency was much better watching it through VLC player than watching it on the website.
Oh yeah. You don't get, I mean, if you put chat separate, I guess.
Yeah, I put chat separate and then I watched the video through VLC because my internet was garbage back in my house, and but if I watched it that way, it was just, there was less background stuff loading. It was just the video and nothing else. I think it's a heat issue. Well, that would be stuttering as the result of your card like overheating from running a video. A little rough.
Depends on the card.
But no, my internet service provider, which was an odd one, let's just leave it at that. I actually followed the ping between it and the stream, and it was bouncing off of a server in Germany and then coming back to the US where I was receiving it. And I was like, I called my internet service provider, I'm like, why do you not have a direct connect to Twitch? And they're like, what's Twitch? And I was like,
Well, that was early days of Twitch.
yeah, kinda.
Dude, I was in before Twitch was Twitch.
Yeah.
That's how long I've been doing this.
Justin TV.
Good old Justin TV. Yeah, that actually helps a little bit. I don't know if I need to go into the trees in the background there, but it does help create a little bit of direction from that tree. I did have to add a shadow to it, which I don't like doing, but this is pretty minimal on the shadow stuff too. Actually, that is the one thing I thought about I do need to do, though I really don't want to do it, is eye lighting, because the eyes are very kind of gray right now. It would be nice to add the little bit of extra shine to them. The problem is that requires basically putting a light in each eye and moving it manually with the eyes movement. And that is a lot of work, but it does add a lot. Especially when these eyes are just kind of dull. I might try it in one shot and see if it looks good enough, and then just move forward with it if I need. This one I have the volumetric.
When are you gonna put the little saddles on the horses? They're horses after all. I think you need to accessorize your horses more.
Accessorize the horses.
Yeah, accessorize the horses. Bareback horses. It's lewd.
Thank you, Michael, for describing it as lewd.
Yeah,
because I was gonna say that myself.
So you gotta put saddles on the horses. They're not bareback anymore. Very important. Proper. It's not too late. Gotta put socks on the
I was told by my company that people that send phishing emails tend to provide a fake sense of urgency.
Yeah.
And all that. I think you're kind of sounding like you're doing some fishing.
No, I'm horsing now. It's different.
Oh my God, you're horsing.
I'm horsing. I'm horsing right now. Man, that
settle down, Michael. Too much horse.
Movie was so bad. You've never seen it, have you?
I got it for clearance. Talking about Morbius.
Because you have Morbius, the last time I was hanging out with my mom, he's like, oh, I haven't seen that one. I'm like, please don't make me match that. Like, but I wanted to see it, so we ended up watching it. I've seen that movie twice now, and that was 2 times too many. So bad. Nothing makes sense in that film. They're just doing crap. Like
that's every movie.
The whole he's Morbin right now is the only thing that makes that movie even mildly enjoyable. Just wait till he transforms and go, he's Morbin. He's Morbin right now.
Mighty Morbin Rangers.
Horsing around this town at the corner. I've been horsing around this old town.
You've been morbing around?
Morbin around. Oh, poor Matt Smith. He deserved better than that movie.
So I can definitely tell too. So if you light it like this, now these trees feel very dark. Where the trees felt fine like this, but then nothing, it kind of felt off otherwise. Though I think, okay, that doesn't really play into that. That's what the back's going to do that, and then
Kind of falls in the line as the same thing as the Amazing Spider-Man, where the guy's like, help, I'm turning into a lizard. It's a horrible, I'm turning into a lizard. Now that I'm a lizard, I think everybody should be lizards. And it's like, why?
well, Michael, if suddenly like you were going through some really creepy body horror stuff, you're like, oh my god, stop, and then you're like, wait, I've become a horse. Everybody should be a horse.
Well, that's different.
He didn't realize he was becoming something else. He was just scared of what was going on until he realized he was going to be something cool.
Why
And
does
then he
he
was
think
like,
everybody should be a lizard.
because lizards are cool.
It doesn't help.
Lizards are
Make things
cool.
better. It's another Spider-Man thing where he's like, but I don't want to cure cancer. I want to make people into dinosaurs.
Michael,
Yeah.
replace dinosaurs with horse.
Yeah, and then I'm the villain, sure. But
Yeah, would be your belief?
Absolutely.
Yeah. See, that's why.
turn people into horses. Everybody in this chat wants to be a pony. You want to be a pony, you just don't want to admit it. To everyone.
I'm gonna give you your own opinion. Shut up.
That's correct. You all want to be ponies. You're just too proud to say it. So I'm gonna help you. It's like CRISPR AI thing. You want to be a Rapidash? Well, we'll start with you as a pony, and then we'll work from there. Is that fair? I think that's fair.
Yeah, but then they're like, oh my god, I'm a pony. And you're like, all right. And now that is all you're going to get because my dream is coming true.
It's like, if you want to be a Rapidash, I'll pour gasoline on you and light a match. And then, poof, Rapidash. Would you guys
Wait, when I do it to Derpy, it's a problem. But when you like,
Pink wants that. This is what Pink yearns for.
pink, what?
Pink wants this. Wants to be a pony on fire.
Fast as I could go at this distance.
That's the one with the cotton candy hair, right?
Hmm?
Was it the Galarian Rapidash? That's the one that looks all rainbow, pastel rainbow hair.
The one that everybody's like, oh my god, Celestia?
It's basically just a pony, My Little Pony pony.
Pony?
It's a pony. It's got psychic and fairy abilities. Yeah, it's just a My Little Pony pony. It's just very specific to Pokemon. Hello, Legendary. Good news. AI is going to turn us all into ponies. I'm going to direct it. Rejoice. A new day is befallen us.
Befallen?
Yeah. Yeah, we're all going to be ponies. It's going to be great. I mean, you don't get a choice in the matter, so you better think it's great. It's gonna be like a My Little Pony pony. Don't you worry. Probably. Maybe. I mean, who knows? The computer will tell us.
What if it's like a pony from Centaur World?
Before or after the transformation?
Halfway.
Well, when she had the cool,
No.
cool head, cool mane.
No, I would say the after.
No.
No, so you'd rather have not at all.
I don't want the weird shaped pony.
But it's either one or the other.
What's the other?
It's nothing.
Send me to oblivion. Yes. I don't know. I guess we can work from there.
I don't want to be two beach balls.
Closer to where we need to be. I look like two beach balls had a weird baby. Oh, that was so dark. Like that whole thing when she transformed into the weird two beach balls had a weird baby form, and she got so depressed she tried to kill herself, or at least some form of it.
She didn't. She was eaten. It was
Yes.
like her just satisfying her like primal urges.
Of death.
No, vor.
Oh, of course. It was a vor moment.
Okay, which is this tree?
I had him moaning lightly. I think it was above. He's playing cards.
It's that one.
Centaur War is good. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's several years old now, which makes me sad to think about it.
But it's done, which is great.
It's 2 seasons.
I like shows that are complete.
Yep. I would change the ending, but it's...
Why? Is it not sad enough?
Not sad enough. Could have been sadder. I don't like centaurs. That's fair, but there's a horse. That's just a horse.
It's not centaurs in the classic sense. They're very cartoony, and it's also just it's directed by Megan McCarthy.
Watch it for the,
so
yeah, the showrunner was Megan McCarthy.
So it is. It feels like Horse because it was directed by somebody that directed Horse.
And she definitely like takes some shots at the My Little Pony fandom a little bit.
Yeah, the fandom making fun of parts.
It's
Yeah,
taken right from her experience with the pony fandom. No, Centaur War was really good. She did a good job with that. I kind of feel for the creators of the show because they had an idea, but she's the one who turned it into something. And now they're like, hey, we have another idea, and like, nobody's really all that interested in their other ideas, from what I can tell. It was Megan McCarthy who made it work.
well, there was other people that made it work. It wasn't just all Megan McCarthy.
No, but she's the one who put the pieces together.
You saw the name, and okay, so all the information you've read up on has confirmed that she was the one that made it work.
Pretty much.
Are you sure, or is you just making an assumption because
she's the one who took what they had and made it into something? She didn't write the world and she didn't create the characters, but she took all that stuff and she turned it into a show. She was the showrunner.
And you've read that?
Yeah. Like, it's kind of like Lauren Faust created My Little Pony, but it was other people who made it a thing. She was she was the showrunner for the first season, and then it kind of got away from her in season 2. And then she was gone because it got away from her in season 2.
Ooh,
I'd be curious to actually know who was running things. Because on paper, it says it was her in season 2. But if you listen to her, it wasn't. Others basically took control of the show from her. It's kind of like how Larson, his name is on the episode where Twilight turns into a princess. But if you talk to him directly, he's like, yeah, they changed everything. That's not what he wrote. His name's on it, but that's not what he wrote. And it just makes you wonder who actually wrote that episode.
The bigwigs.
Yeah. It was probably someone like Megan, because Megan ended up working directly for.
I would think that anybody would be written on there by requirements of like the Screen Actors Guild and stuff would require that their name is on the credits. So you would think that their name would be somewhere on there.
Yeah. I don't know. Megan. Like, when Megan McCarthy took over on My Little Pony, she was no longer like one of the staff at DHX. She was directly employed by Hasbro. I know that. Which was basically, she just became kind of the, I don't know. I don't know if Lauren would work directly for Hasbro. Most of the staff worked for DHX. It was, but, you know, how those things work. I don't know all the details. Kind of wanted to watch what Megan McCarthy's working on now, and it had something to do with a bear.
Cocaine Bear?
That'd be a leap. Oh, my foot's asleep. I went sat on it again.
The focus is so far away, it's really hard to see where the actual line is. So the easiest way to do this is to use the orange or the purple line here and just make it so that it intersects on both sides, and that's about nope, I gotta make this wider. It likes to jump. There we go. So I'm gonna have it so that when the cops show up that the focus shifts to her.
Megan McCarthy's only 33? Crap.
You're doing a lot with your life, Michael.
How is she only 33? She must have been young when she started on Pony.
And she's 33 right now?
Yeah.
She was like 20. Look at all the things you're doing with your life.
Failed so miserably by comparison. Yeah, like this is apparently her photo when she started. Look at that. Bullshit.
She aged very quickly.
She's clearly like barely more than a teenager. She had gained 3.5 million followers on Vine.
Vine?
It was a Vine poster.
Who knows what Vine is anymore?
Nobody worth talking to. Bear Brick. It premiered this year? Or it's already started? Yeah,
Choose Mary Mary.
its first episode was March 24th.
We win a copyright dispute. Nintendo, an actual living Galarian Rapidash who posted a video of themselves on the internet. Well, I'm pretty sure Nintendo, because they have lawyers. I'm pretty sure Galarian Rapidash going, nay, it doesn't have lawyers.
What I'm gonna come in and do? This is clearly the property of Nintendo. We're taking it from you. We're turning it into glue. It's like that's a living creature. No. Nintendo owns this.
Okay. I wanted to see how this lighting looked with the actual like correct blur on it. It looks a little better once it's blurred. So I might dim the last one just a little bit. Want a little bit of the lighting, but I'll let it kind of fade into the distance there. These trees, I'm not gonna care.
She was actually an executive producer on the G.
Why are you creeping and looking into her life?
I want to know what she's doing, so I can watch the next thing.
Creeper.
Creepers. Where do you get them peepers?
Okay, and then she goes.
No smooching.
And so the focus is there. I'm not 100% happy with the lighting on this one, and I might poke it out over time. And then, so the focus will stay on Rainbow or on Scootaloo because that's the way it should be. But the moment that the cops show up, the focus will shift back to Rainbow because she's in trouble.
Rapidashes don't have money, so I don't think Phoenix Fright's getting paid. Horses don't understand money.
Yeah, they just use cuteness, right?
Yeah. Just show up. People
Where's
were
the
like,
underlight?
Here, eat all the oats. And they just bunch oats.
There has to be an underlight. There it is.
I don't know, who do you think would win in a fight? Your Galarian Rapidash or Twilight Sparkle? Fight.
You just need a little bit brighter on the underside.
Sure, it's a good Pokemon, but I've seen Twilight like plow through a mountainside, so.
Whether or not, though, the lighting matches between these two is my concern. So this was, and I already know it doesn't. So it's going to look for like that to that, which is where I might kind of have some problems. This looks a lot more brighter. Like, I think that underlight is what's causing. Oh, it's not causing the brighter. It's just filling up the chest floof. That's not doing anything.
Excited.
That is fine. That one is definitely the one that's the problem right now. All right, let's try to back that off a bit. Okay, now that's manageable. Doesn't have to be exact. If you actually watch like television shows, it's crazy sometimes when they change the camera shot. Like they'll have completely different colors and everything, and you'll never notice unless you're looking for it. Yeah, this definitely feels more balanced now. It was just too bright before. And I can play with the brightness in post, and if I do it in post, sometimes you can do a better job of balancing things out a little bit compared to SFM, which has no idea what the hell to do with lighting.
I'm sorry, Pete. That feels so much like one of those questions in like 2013. It's like, what would you do if Rainbow Dash was suddenly in your room?
I would give her a big hug.
Yay!
Where your voice hugs?
Hey, I definitely wouldn't chain her to the wall. That's not what would happen.
That is not what those chains are for. Those are for because Daddy is aggressive. Okay. I think it may be
done.
It may be done.
Well, Jay needs it right now.
No, Jane doesn't need it for 2 months.
He needs it right now. He will yell at you. He'll yell at me and then yell at you. Yell at you. He'll say, "Give it."
Just want to double check that the motion blur is 0.008 on all these.
I did. I cut and dyed my hair. Because I do that sometimes. Then people call me evil. Because I am.
He didn't go jet black. He just went dark brown this time.
It's a very dark brown, but yes. Because I want the pigment to last as long as possible.
Though I think Michael looks the best when he has his white hair, but then he also has it like frazzled up really big, because all he has to do is just like yell and scream and laugh, and everybody would just believe that he's completely schizo, and they'll probably just put money in his hat. So
this is actually relatively close to my original hair color. It's been a long time.
his Einstein look, yes, the Einstein look. I love the Einstein look. I think it's your icon on Discord as the like podcast modification I made, where it was like having fun with the AI filler and it was like squishing. Kyle's face too has this like super long neck, and his face is like ooh. It's pretty funny.
I still have that icon.
Thought you were a new person.
No.
He drank because he knows how well that works. He drinks the dye. Yeah. Because he knows how it makes him look younger, so he thinks it's gonna work for the whole body.
Absolutely does.
Yes. Yeah. So he becomes evil on the inside too.
The thing about the dye is I have to make sure not to touch anything.
Yeah, I was gonna.
The dye.
We'll
I've learned to just
highlight.
put a trash bag over top of my head. Tie it off. I still have to get pants for the tux because the pants I bought don't work. The tux fits, but the pants.
were big. It looked like, I'm trying to think, like it's. You see those bits where like some guy that's like 500 pounds tries to like wear like a suit, but there's no suit pants that ever work, so they're always like way too bulky. It looked like you're just kind of swimming all over in them.
No, I gotta pick those up tomorrow because tomorrow's the only day before the wedding. I gotta go to a wedding this
The
weekend.
day before the wedding, and you're like, you know what? Maybe I should figure out the pants now.
I'm pretty sure I can just go to Walmart and get a pair of dress pants. Nice ones from Walmart. Oh, we're gonna guide the raid. All right.
I saw that. Chief noodles. Yeah, we can do that.
Chief noodles. Are they got ponies legendary? Do they got noodle?
Doesn't matter if he's guiding. As long as it's not porn, I don't care.
Could be.
No, now you're like, I gotta try to dispute this.
You just animated an entire video with nude horses, so you can't say nothing. You wouldn't put saddles on them. You wouldn't put saddles on them.
Did you ask me to put a saddle in this video?
Yes.
Did you win?
Earlier, when they're making the bareback joke.
I wasn't listening.
You commented on it.
Yeah, but I wasn't listening.
Wow. Truth be told.
So I'm doing this trick with the eyes here to make it so that they I can shine at the eyes and only the eyes and not anything else. So what we do here is we're going to aim at just the pupil like this, and then just make sure it gets tracked correctly. Some of these you don't have to worry about, like that one I don't have to worry about, but then this one I do.
It's not lewd to put clothes on the ponies. If anything, it's lewd not to have clothes on them. You should have a saddle and socks and a big bow tied to them and bridles, other stuff.
Other stuff.
Other horse clothes stuff. I think Lauren Faust actually said her original idea was to never have the horses wear anything but horse stuff. Like
horse
saddles,
stuff?
like saddles and stuff. Like season 1.
That's horse stuff.
Twilight wearing the saddle. That's the kind of thing she only ever wanted the horses wearing. It's like saddles and like horseshoes. The dresses she got talked into for the gala, but even those original dresses were kind of very like saddles with built into it and stuff.
Okay, so this is how the it's on the bright side. Let me fix that. So you just do a little bit of a glow here like this, and so now, so you can see this is how the eye would look on the side with the light, and then without the light. And it helps create that little bit of like a shine that you'd expect from the eye from the lighting. Also at this angle, instead of being dark, it would be a little bit lit. And just helps like the eye actually stand out a little more. This angle specifically, I would push a little bit more to the edge and make it a little sharper at that edge. You can do that by like angling the light at a little bit different angle. I do like that more because otherwise this just seems very dark. This part's white, and then this part's, because it's a texture instead of just the pure white there, is gray. And if I shine a general light at it, it means that this is going to be super white, and that's not going to be when it should actually be the opposite. That's why you kind of need to do this like weird light trickery thing. So I think I'm going to actually go through and do that with the eyes. It's just going to take a while. Not really. I mean, that 4 or 5 second shot I was able to do in like 30 seconds. So I guess, it'd probably take like an hour to probably take like 2 hours to do the whole thing because I get distracted. But we can work on that later. So
yeah, finish it up. I will be here for the next stream, but not for the video game stream this weekend.
You leave Saturday morning?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then the wedding's when?
Sunday.
Okay. And then you fly back
Monday.
You're like, I'm staying for nothing but the wedding.
Pretty much.
I dealt with them enough. I'm good.
Well, it's I'm going for the wedding. I'm gonna be there for the wedding, and then when I come back. Otherwise, I'm already losing my 3-day weekend. This nonsense. It's 3-day weekend this weekend. Or you're probably a 4-day weekend.
Yeah. Chief Doodles. Well, that's not horse, but close. It's horse adjacent.
That is that elf.
It's horse adjacent.
How's that elf horse adjacent?
All right, we'll head over there. So say hi to Chief Doodles. It's always nice seeing people get started. It takes a little bit to figure things out, and probably takes actually quite a while too. So give them some love and appreciation for that, and we will we'll be back. Wait, it says I'm unable to raid Chief Doodles at this time.
Why?
Hold on. Hold on.
My horse.
It says I can't raid them.
My horse ban.
What happened?
Try raiding them again.
Hold on, I'll try again. How do I?
I think you have to knock.
No. That's for other things. Yeah, it says I cannot raid it this time. I think you do have to enable it.
Unrelatable.
Because you can disable raids on your settings. How? I don't know. That was years ago. Unraidable. Oh, I know, because they have to be an insect to use raid.
What?
Otherwise the raid doesn't work, right?
That's right. If they want to die, I mean, that implies you're killing them.
Oh, she fixed it. Oh, we'll try again. We'll try again. Let's see. Let's see if you did the magics. Oh, I gotta turn that filter off.
Noodles. Doodles of noodles.
Is it Chief Noodles?
Chief Doodles.
Chief Doodles. It found it.
Okay.
Let's try this again.
Yeah.
Unable to raid it this time. Let me try a refresh.
I was so excited. I couldn't hide it. I know. I want to.
It could be a weird thing. Twitch be twitching. Oh no, Twitchy Twitch.
Hit it gentle.
Yep, it's not going to let me.
I don't think it's allowing it. That was attempt number 4.
Instead, what we're going to do is I'm going to... Hold on, let's go... here, hello me.
I'm beautiful.
We are going to instead just put in chat. There it is. We're gonna do an unofficial raid. So everybody go there, say hi. That's what I'm gonna ask it. So yeah, just go say hi and just say this is a raid without it being a raid. They won't get bonus points though. You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
I mean, some people
if it's
their direction.
Yeah, if it's not going to work it, I have to
Final attempt.
I have to work it. I do not have the magics.
Yeah, no magics.
Unofficial raid.
Yeah.
So all right, so we'll just do that and then we'll just end it there. Otherwise, like I said, I gotta do credits anyway. We'll be back Friday to finish up this and probably start something new. I don't know what that's going to be yet, but if I don't have an idea for something, I'll probably just do a request stream instead. And Michael's going to be on this weekend, so we'll be doing Horizon Zero Dawn Ultra Hard on Sunday instead. And hello, Big Derp. Actually, I think it's the first Big Derp. No, there was a Big Derp earlier. I see it. Thank you for the follow, Gentle Spark, work in progress. Thank you very much. Thank you to Sunset's Serenade Last Lullaby. Sorry for the resub as well.
Yeah.
Achievement Hunting Sunday, yes. Playing through an entire game again to try to get like 2 achievements. It's a little bit of an interesting experience, and also it's nice just kind of burning through story. I love the story, so let's get to everybody else to see it too. And I can actually get back to it. I don't think I played that for like 3 or 4 weeks. I did it right before my neck thing, and then yeah. And then we'll see if we can do Black Mesa the weekend after that. Otherwise, yeah, we'll see y'all later. Go say hi to Chief Doodles.
Go say hi. Tell him the doodle. Chiefest.
Yes.
The most chiefest of fashions.
Mm-hmm.